And we're coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by
Mark.
Sheen Washable.
No.
Maytag.
Nope.
Mike.
Don't drop the mic.
And the Red of a Red Baron.
Mm.
3 mics today.
Mike.
Well, 2 mics and a Peter.
Ah.
Yuck.
I'd like to start calling him that more.
I'd prefer if you didn't. Mike.
What, Ken?
Should hack his
Guess what
Instagram,
day
change it to
it
like Peter, just like
Peter Michael.
Peter Michael.
Peter Frampton comes alive.
Wow. It's pretty good.
Peter Michael comes alive.
There he
Oh,
is.
he's got his shirt on.
Oh my God! Are you in the bathtub?
He's in the tub.
He's in the bathtub.
See, he's doing honeymoon things.
You got to take us off Spreaker immediately.
Holy shit.
The tub.
I don't care.
John Lovitz.
It's so terrible. The audio is so bad.
Sounds real bad.
You're also in a waterproof bag, so.
It's not going
Well,
great.
take us out of the water. What are you doing? Oh God, it's his penis.
Baby.
Are you wearing pants in the tub? What are those pajama pants called? Pajama pants.
Oh no, like Zubies or whatever the hell they are. The ones that Jeff has.
This is actually happening.
It's actually happening.
Matt, you look like the Ben Franklin character from that cartoon movie Flushed Away.
So is the dinner reservation in the tub?
Tell you what, it'd be so great if like it like panned down and we like found out like this vacation cost nice to get a nipple ring.
You know, if he had the hair, he would come back with beads.
Yeah, I might.
What's crazy is the audio is terrible when we're talking, but not when
Because
Punk's
we're getting
talking.
feedback from just inside the bag.
Yeah, Matt, you got to take us out of the bag.
Half container.
I was just going to go through his shower routine with him.
Hold on.
Get my back!
I heard that twice.
Yeah, me too.
You see that?
Oh boy. See? Ah.
I
Oh
see
man,
the
tell
back.
Ashley to put pants on.
Hi, Ashley.
No.
Sure.
Happy honeymoon. Oh my God,
give
are
us
those
a toy.
drafts of beer in the room?
Nice.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
that's
that's
oh man. Kendall would be in trouble.
Those would be empty.
Do you know how much that bottle of Johnny Black's going to cost when it's not there?
This is rough.
All Johnny
Hey.
Black's gonna cost him.
You ever see Kendall get really jealous really fast?
Kendall, don't worry, I'm bringing this bottle home for you, bud.
Hey. Gotta check
Guess
it
who
out.
booked the wrong honeymoon?
Oof.
Don't be upset. This cost my entire life savings.
She's lotioning.
This is a very bizarre thing that's going on right now.
And I had to go in the hour chat. I wanted to come Bill Mock's dream.
What?
I don't know. I didn't hear him say anything except Mock's dream.
Could mean a lot of things.
What you want him to see?
Oh, of him in the tub? All right.
Just go with it. Just go with
He's
it.
the one coming me for being this up. I figured I might as well fill that.
All right.
So it's Mock's dream, and you're going to fill it?
Yep.
All right. We can't hear you, and
That's for the dog for a minute.
so good.
Take two.
All right, Mass, it was nice talking to you.
Oh my goodness.
That was so bad.
Well, if you made it through that, you know, we're here.
You know what's funny, though? Rebecca would never let you chime in on your honeymoon.
Oh,
Nah.
we had this argument
Oh,
before
yeah.
you got here. It was
We already talked. Actually, way more fun.
Well, hold on. But Marissa wouldn't either.
No, no way.
No.
No way.
Neither would Bianca.
I would do it anyway.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
You kidding me?
In the bathroom?
Kyle, you won't drink a nip in front of her. You're going to do that?
Actually, Kyle might do it because that's where he goes. He goes to the bathroom to do all the secret things.
Yeah. Give
Babe,
her
I'm
an
just going to go
Ambien.
take a 3-hour shit. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
It's really not out of the norm.
No, but then he wouldn't talk because the Phillies would be on.
Now you're getting it.
No, you didn't.
Well, you can call Bob.
Hey, Dad.
I wish
Getting
you were here.
feedback now? That was scary.
Dad, when are we going on our honeymoon? Starting lineups, Gilberto. Just kidding. You guys have to start with something else. I got these guys something. I found it today.
No, I didn't mine.
Where? You already drink it?
No, I didn't grab it yet.
Drink that.
Oh,
first.
this fucking thing?
Yep.
This Everclear?
Kick it all the way back. Everyone has to just slam it back.
What the
right
fuck
out.
is
It's
it?
half a nip each. Just
Here we
drink
go.
it. Drink it and tell me if you can tell what it is. Kyle, no guessing from you.
I don't want to take it.
Just do it, man. Mock did the whole thing.
It's bad.
Is it Graves?
No.
Yeah, it isn't
bad.
It doesn't burn the same way Graves does.
Is it some type of vodka?
It is.
I think I'm hemorrhaging.
All right. Can I guess the brand?
Is it strawberry or something?
Did you see the bottle?
No, I'm going to make him a brand.
Oh, go ahead.
I didn't get any like flavor.
Is it Burnett's?
No.
No, Burnett's is syrup.
This is way higher end, actually.
New
Is
Amsterdam?
this called Half Horse?
Kyle, do you care to tell him what the flavor is?
Tomato.
It's tomato vodka.
I'll have some more of that.
I didn't even taste anything.
You should be
You
arrested.
don't take-
we were
tomato.
getting the beer at the package store next to Modern Formals in New Haven?
North Haven.
North Haven?
Oh, yeah.
Modern.
We went in there because we needed to grab beer on the way here, so we went in there and he just had a bunch of nips of tomato vodka on the counter.
I mean, that wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
You said it wasn't good.
Like, now, thinking back, it wasn't bad. Like, right now, it's
If
not
you had told me
bad.
it was like passion fruit, I'd be like, that's terrible. But for tomato,
Like, drinking it, it was terrible.
It's actually kind of growing on me.
no. All right.
No, that's something
to the
else.
face.
I mean, that'd be perfect
Now
for
is the
Bloody
vodka
Marys.
what gave this cup this yellowish tint?
No.
Nope. My basement is what gave it that color.
Oh, nice.
They were piss test cups.
How long you been reusing these cups?
Yeah.
No, so these are new cups. So these are from...
New from when?
Finest Dixie cups.
From the Smokers Convention of 96.
That's true, yeah. We had a big Marlboro thing.
I was say the Winston Expo.
So you know where all those crappy beers that we still have in John Daly's?
Yeah.
These are the tasting cups from that event.
Oh,
So they were used by random radio friends.
nice.
No.
You just gathered them up.
They were licked upon by others.
Everyone looked on them.
You think
So,
Kendall
you're a
would
cheap
run
fuck,
around a
you know
cruise
that?
ship finishing drinks?
Yes.
No, you get seasick.
You get seasick on a cruise?
The way to get over that is by
Well,
him running around the cruise ship finishing
Right.
drinks.
We kind of just solved that problem of seasickness by just being drunk all the time.
Also, you probably wouldn't get seasick on a cruise.
No, I don't think so either.
It's too steady.
She's talking, so I get seasick when we're on a whale watch and they stop the boat in the middle of nowhere
And it
you're
wakes.
just feeling that
You know why Kendall
shock.
can't go on a cruise though? He'll fall off.
He's a
No,
ginger.
you know why you can't go on a cruise? There's no trains.
That's true.
Very true.
But he
there
would
is-
fall off.
There is booze on the boat, though.
Yeah, you'd fall off.
Yeah, probably. Actually, I wouldn't even go near the edge of the boat. I would just stay inside the cabin.
That's just
Instead,
shading
Don't
Johnny
even
Black
leave.
to the face.
I would install a seatbelt in my bed.
Now, Kyle, would that scare you more being on the edge of a cruise ship?
Yeah.
Because
Then
you can't
what?
swim? Kyle's afraid of heights.
No, staring more than what? You said with
Like standing on the edge of something high.
Oh.
You know, the second floor of
No.
the mall.
You can
Because
doggy
at least if
paddle.
you fall, you'd most likely survive. And
No, because he would drown.
Well, you can't swim.
Not a strong swimmer.
I never could swim.
No.
I-
I'm
my
not
ears-
mocking. I'm
Kyle's
just
worst case scenario is like
falling.
driving a car off a cliff that's got a bike rack on it into water.
Doyle rules or something. Just right off with a
Banana peel. Banana peel. Fucking Mario for this fucking thing.
Kendall's texting his other friends right now, wishing, like, guys, don't worry, the podcast will be over soon.
I know. I need a toast of excellence, and I'm kind of struggling.
Yeah, samesies, because it's a dull sports day.
You guys can one of you guys can take my Kevin Durant one if you want. I have another one.
The Durantula? Why would he
I
do?
have nothing to toast.
The tarantula.
All right, never mind then.
Why? Because I call him the Durantula?
No, because you didn't know. I thought you maybe you would have known.
Well, I know that
Kyle!
they lost.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking Little Juicy from Two Roads,
Oh, I
Out of?
get mine.
Connecticut.
What town? Still doesn't know.
Connect I cut.
Brantford.
Nope. It's
Whoa.
just outside of Brantford.
Hartford.
Nope, Stratford. Mock?
I have a Too Juicy from Two Roads out of Stratford, Connecticut.
Wow.
You guys think you're cool because you doubled down on 2 roads?
No, it was in the fridge.
Don't drop the mic. What are you drinking?
I have a Scrag Mountain Pills from Lawson's Finest Liquids.
So I also have from Lawson's Finest Liquids.
Nice.
Little sip.
Nice.
Hey, asshole, what are you drinking since you didn't match anybody?
A gift from the Riddler. I have.
You bought that yourself.
You were like the cheapest. Of
He
the
bought that
cheapest
himself.
Oh, maybe I did. From
Own
back
up
east,
to it.
Double Scoop.
Nice. Congrats.
Citra Double IPA. I love the regular ice cream man. So this is the Double Scoop version.
It's a double scoop of ice cream.
I'm very excited about it, and don't drop the mic. I already said shitty things about it. And
Say many good things about that right now.
I'm going to. Oh my god, the condensation is whatever.
Oh my god. Travis.
I thought you were going to say something else. Toast? Mock?
No, not yet.
What did Durant
Kyle?
do today?
My toast of excellence is to Adam Frazier.
Ah, Padres, right?
It's the fathers. Please.
Yes. He got traded from the Pirates to a good team. Good for him.
Pirates are not good.
I have two toasts of excellence. One is to the United States men's basketball team, not for any of the losing that they've been doing, but for the entire team in a pregame before going out into the tunnel singing happy birthday to Kevin Durant on not his birthday, making him very upset. It was very funny.
That's awesome.
And then also to Eloy Jimenez. He's suiting back up today
Nice.
after his injury in spring training.
Jimenez.
The White Sox decided that they're going to put full trust in him. They're going to DH him, not let him play left at all, and they're going to go ahead and put him right in the 4-hole spot.
All right.
Like, hey, welcome back.
Right in the fire.
Produce.
Get to work. All right, mine is to the unveiling of Ryan Fitzpatrick in the Washington jersey. He looks pretty good. See him there?
Nice.
Yeah, looks
This
good.
is perfect for audio media.
Yeah, it is. It is. And Matthew said Giannis is him, and I'm quiet. So we'll change that. Get real loud.
I think Masters was to Giannis winning Finals MVP.
My toast is to Lee Kiefer for being the first female American to win the gold in fencing since 1904.
Nice.
Boo.
Who usually wins in fencing? Like France?
Usually it's someone in Europe.
Slovakia. Oh yeah, also toast of excellence to the 13-year-old Japanese girl and 13-year-old Brazilian girl that took gold and silver in the first street skateboarding event. Skateboarding's in the Olympics.
I think China's winning badminton right now.
It's a good chance.
With a shuttlecock?
Have you seen the videos of that Japanese girl doing her ping pong training for the Olympics?
No. Kendall, pull that up.
Holy shit. There's 6 people serving at her at one time, and she's hitting them all back at one go.
Kendall, look it up.
She's way better than
trying.
Mock.
Probably.
I think Monday Night
At disc
Football's
golf.
on, Kendall.
It is on. It's a re-air.
No, don't pull it up. I don't want you to.
No? You don't want to listen to some music? Got this funky, soulful
Did you
grooves.
give a toast yet?
My toast that I can think of the top of my head is to the Yankees finally doing something, trying to get Trevor Story. But they bring out the... What?
They didn't get him.
I said for finally trying to get him, because at least they're fucking doing something, because they suck right now.
Yeah, he didn't know who they're going into the Asian.
Yeah, let's not remind me. We suck.
I'm super
The Astros look
super happy that the White Sox did not get Trevor Bauer now.
Oh my god.
Hindsight.
Is he done forever?
I don't know. Dodgers teammates don't want him there
If
anymore.
this stuff is true, then he's got to go to prison.
I don't even. I missed what happened. What happened?
Did you see the text messages?
No, I just
Oh,
said
sorry,
I missed what
sorry,
happened.
Sorry. He
Jesus.
he said he was meeting some girl or something, and she wanted it rough or something, and then they had 2 different meanings of what that was, and he was punching her and
Really
the
went to
vagina and
town.
stuff.
Oh, so she was like, "I want you to pull my hair and slap my ass," and he was like, "I'm gonna Ray Rice your ass."
No, he literally was punching her in the stomach and the genitals and stuff. And she's like, I don't want that. So it's a lot more shit. But yeah, but that's basically the bare bones of it. But yeah, if it's true, he's probably.
I don't think any of these are the
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking up.
No, fucking Japanese ping pong training. Just say it.
This seems like something you could do at home with your pants around your ankles.
Tentacles.
So the first thing I did was I typed in Chinese badminton. That was the first thing I did.
That Chinese shuttle.
Way to go, Kyle. You threw him off.
Japanese.
We're looking for German
pong.
swordplay.
Oh my.
I'm toasting my beer.
Is it the second one?
Yeah, I'll give it a chance.
No, it wasn't on YouTube. It was just a Facebook thing.
I want to see it.
Okay.
Well, we're definitely not going on Facebook.
Alrighty.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Hey, is that person still coming?
9 o'clock.
23 minutes.
Should we do that now to get it over with?
I guess when do you want to do your thing?
We can do it now. We can just fire away.
Oh, it's
So
not
to-
what I'm talking
Fire
Huh?
away.
about. I'm talking about the mock draft.
I know what you're talking
Oh.
about, but I need to figure out when he wants to do his thing as well.
The Mike mock draft.
Then
What do you guys want to do? You want to do the Mike mock draft first or last?
What are the options? Well, mock draft of what?
Mike mock draft. Oh, the NBA mock draft. Basically just Kyle doing it.
Yeah, we just listen.
Kyle wants to monologue for a while.
And insert commentary.
Well,
He just wants to use the website.
Weissman's going number one,
Yeah.
I think.
He just wants to use the website. And then Kendall's also doing like a guess the shitty beer game.
Yeah, that's basically what it
Do you
is.
think we could guess them all right now before even drinking them?
Well, he's giving them to us. He's gonna
No,
tell us-
I know.
just like based off
But
what
I'm
we
saying,
think Kendall will have.
I think we could probably guess them all.
Are they all in
before-
cans?
All in cans.
16 ounces or more?
16 ounces or more, with the exception of one.
Miller High Life.
Ooh.
Miller Lite.
Land Shark.
Land Shark.
in a can?
They do have 16 ounces, I'm pretty
I
sure.
know.
It used to be all the rage when they had it. It was Land Shark, Shock Top.
Newcastle.
No, it was Land Shark, Shock Top Orange, Shock Top Green, Bud Black Crown, and Bud Platinum, on the
Everyone loved
the
Platinums.
5 for 5 16-ounce can barrels.
Good deal. Did that a couple times.
Yeah. I bought like 30 of those when I turned 21. Just bought a bunch of them just to bring them back to the room and just to have them. Got real drunk.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday at like 2 in the afternoon. I think
That's
I
fine.
fornicated that day.
Nice, man. Congrats, dude.
Okay, well, hold on to those tasting cups, because that's what I brought those
Mix
for.
it with the tomato
You
vodka.
only brought 6 tasting cups?
I have other cups, but I brought these ones exclusively for this.
Because I pissed at him.
Well, I don't have a cup.
Would you like this cup? If not, I have another cup.
Nah, I'll take a cup that hasn't been used yet.
Okay. All right, so you just want to do that now?
Do something.
Okay, I'm gonna get the beer.
Well, help!
I don't know. What
I
do you want
asked
me to
what
do?
you'd rather do, the
Oh, I
NBA
don't
mock
care.
draft or the beer thing.
Doesn't matter to me.
Will the beer thing be quick-ish?
Yeah.
Ish.
All right, then we'll do it then, yeah.
Can I have a cup?
Okay, I'm gonna go get the beers right now. Basically, what we mentioned, these guys have all had these beers before. We're gonna see if they can guess just off of taste what it is. Want to do it on the whiteboards? Where they can write down
Yeah,
what
but
it
you
is?
said you were going to tell us what the beers were.
Oh, right.
So we're doing this via our friends that don't know we're friends yet, Good Mythical Morning style. Kendall's going to give us the 6 beers that it could be,
Okay.
and we're going to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to write what we think it is. So you can double guess if you want.
Gotcha.
Most points wins.
Okay.
So we can do the whiteboards if you want.
Okay, yeah.
All right. We'll
Kyle?
filibuster.
Now, do you need our
Yeah.
cups to fill?
He's getting the beer. Can you get the?
Yeah, how are you going to do it? Are you going to bring the cups back, or are we going to shut our
I'm gonna
eyes?
get the cups.
All right, here's my cup.
All
Glad
right.
we did this.
All right, Kendall. We'll see you later.
How do I ensure I get the same cup back?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
We're gonna. Hey, Richard, put your
Yeah,
initial
how
on.
do we ensure we get the same cup back? Because I don't want
Put your initial
Kyle
on the cup.
cooties.
Mine's going to be the cup with no initial.
Right, you get a big cup.
Nice.
With
I
no
get
initial.
a big cup. This beer is awful.
Thank you, Mike.
Probably should have set this up before the show, huh?
Nope, it's more fun on the fly.
Can I get a marker?
What color you want? I got red, I got orange, I got yellow, I got purple, I got black, and I got gren.
Gren.
I got one.
All right.
I also need another cup. I gave you mine.
Kendall took the cups.
Oh, he didn't take my cup.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Did you write your initial on the cup?
Yes, I wrote my initials on the cup, Dad.
Hold on, sorry. Gonna get an old document up.
Take off this YouTube crap, Kendall.
Never.
The
All right.
whiteboards are the best thing we ever did for the show.
Ever?
Yeah,
Besides, get Kyle on.
I bought the whiteboards.
Nice.
it
Man.
was a good call.
When I originally bought them, I was like, that's stupid.
That's not true.
Where'd you get them? Walmart.
Hmm?
Walmart.
Target, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in that $1, $3 section. What are you doing right now? Oh, nice. We got Bush. Oh, you don't remember them?
Nope.
You forgot the 6 beers?
I could tell you.
Well,
Yeah.
don't.
You don't want me to?
Well, you could. She can say them.
Then go type them up.
Yeah, she can say the beers, dumbass. We don't know what we're not seeing you pour them.
We're gonna see them. Yeah, after you pour them. Anyway, so what's the difference?
Where'd it go?
Under there.
Ah, this show.
You know, that's not nice if you say that to your husband.
Yetterlag.
Order.
Hold on, wait.
Is that Jaeger?
Are you trying to type Yingling?
Yingling.
Did
Yep.
All right, can you
Jaeger
go back
make
then?
a beer?
Jaeger.
Why?
I don't
Chuck
know. I don't
Yeager.
like how this is.
UENGLING.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
What's his name?
Jaeger.
Coors The Banquet?
Lighter banquet. Light.
What are you doing, Rebecca? RS.
No, he said no.
No, we said Coors Light.
Coors.
I don't know how to spell it.
C-O-O-R-S.
REVSTRIP.
And then the last one.
Are you going to the mall after work school today?
No, Billy,
She doesn't
I'm not
remember
going to
the
mall
last
today.
one. Is it Shock Top?
Blue Moon.
Miller Lite?
No.
If there's a god, it's Red Dog that he found in his basement.
No, he already put Budweiser. Second one,
It's
Bud Heavy.
Cow.
That's Budweiser.
That's Budweiser. The red one.
Kendall's just a douche.
There's no way there isn't a Miller
Keystone?
product.
T-Stone?
Oh.
Coors is a Miller product.
Natty?
Did you get this? Hello?
Natty, Kendall?
Natural Light, Kendall?
Yes.
I win.
No hams?
All right, so
No hams.
you guys have to write down what beer you think it is. You can double guess, but you can't change answers.
Yeah, we're going to be able to see, because one of those is pretty easy to guess the color of. Everything else is tough.
Whatever.
I know, I'm just saying. I don't know if we have to shut our eyes.
I'm
while we
going to be
drink
really bad at this.
it.
Yep.
One of them's more obvious than the other five.
Well, I'm going to copy Mark.
Don't copy, hide it from him.
So, gentlemen, just please close your eyes while I prepare the cups. Well, right now, yeah.
Why, you can't do it behind the
Come on,
curtain?
so just peeking.
No, we're not going to peek.
I'm not
We
closing
can't
my eyes.
see you. I'm the only one who can really see you.
Yeah, I'm not going to... I can't hold up a conversation while my eyes are closed.
Yeah. Oh,
I can't see. It's
I
too
don't know
dark
who
in
I'm looking
here.
at, so how was your day?
Yeah. I can't hear. It's too dark in here.
This is one of those things where, like, Kendall like came up with the idea, and we kind of were like, yeah, that'd be cool. Like, it's one of those things we should have been like, yeah, Paul should do that, and Kendall should play, because Kendall's just not the greatest at the execution.
I wish that he got all non-alcoholics. That would have been funny.
Oh, duels.
Can I turn?
Why can't you do it over there?
This is so funny. He's like
I-
crouching down. He's pouring him like on the ground.
I heard a can. It sounds
They're
like...
all cans.
It sounds like England.
Sounds like what?
England.
I thought you said England. I was like, none of those are from England.
Remember when you did the international beer taste test and you couldn't drink them?
Yeah, I had to smell them. Didn't do
Why?
too hot.
Why'd
You did better than you did on the one where you could drink them,
No, we did. I was doing the dry January.
which he's not doing next year.
I am.
No, you're not.
I
Why'd
am.
you do just to cleanse?
But there's
yourself?
no
to do it.
point.
Just to do it.
So then why don't you just do dry year just to do it?
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Why?
Because I play softball in the summer.
Why don't you just why don't you do no softball summer
No.
just to do it?
No.
Hey, would you give up disc golf to be better at softball?
No.
Would you, if you had to pick one to give up? What would it be?
That's tough.
Thanks, Ken.
What about you, Kyle?
Give up softball.
Kendall, would you give up beer or disc golf?
Yes.
I can't give up beer.
Honestly, I don't think I'd give up softball.
I did have a beer.
Mark's not disc golfing with us anymore.
Oh,
You can't.
I don't see how that.
disc
Yeah,
golf.
there's a new sign up at Loughbury. No softballers
That's where you
allowed.
guys go.
You, see my
Softball or
cup,
disc
Ken?
golf?
Disc golf.
They have disc golf there? Nice.
Yeah, 18-hole course.
I did not know that.
Well, now you do.
Thank you.
Now you do.
Okay.
All right.
First beer poured. Gentlemen,
Start your engines.
start your engines, take a sip, and write down what you think it is.
They're all going to smell the same.
Yep.
So that the
Hey,
problem...
you poured us different beers.
That was the plan.
Hey, how'd Paul get a big cup?
You want to trade it for a big cup?
I feel like his cup is cleaner.
This cup is cleaner. It is cleaner. I brought this from home.
So what, would you guys want to just go... At the very end, we'll get the answers?
Oh, just go 1 through 6, and write like with that, so we're not gonna do 1 show, 2 show, and then 1 through 6 then show.
Well, that's gonna make number 6 real easy.
Why?
No, because we won't. Yeah, no.
We'll all have different things.
no, that's the way we won't know is if we
I
don't
gotcha.
do it now. We don't reveal now. We do it at the end.
What's the first one? I can't see it.
The first thing... on
Well,
the
no, we
list-
would reveal at the end either way. But I'm saying, like, should everyone share what they thought it was now?
Yeah,
Or
I
should we
think...
do them all at the end? That's
Well,
what.
let's share your thoughts now. At the end, we'll go down what the list was.
All right. Well, I'm getting a barley. I'm getting notes of gross.
I got notes of gross.
So are we guessing, or are we just like
Yeah,
talking
Write
out
down
loud?
on number 1 what you think it is.
No, I meant talking out
Can
loud.
you give me
Like,
the
are we
first
guessing out
two?
loud? Yeah, can you supersize it? Or Control plus to zoom in?
Is there a...
Can you hit the right click it? Is there a text option?
No, this is Notepad.
Hit Control plus. Doesn't that zoom in stuff?
Thank you.
There you have it. And any thoughts of that first one?
I guess Bud Light.
I think it's Bush.
Mark didn't guess yet until I said that.
No, I was thinking that.
It's not.
I
It's
was
not Bush
looking-
Light. It's Bush, right? That's the
It's
option.
regular.
I was looking.
Okay,
Is that how
sure.
you spell heavy?
Heavy. He heavy.
That's how you spell it in England.
Heavy.
Can we share markers?
No, I
We
gave
got- we
you
got-
that one for a reason.
We got 50 markers.
My
on there.
markers are racing.
That sounds like Kyle
Oh, boy.
in kindergarten. Can we share markers?
It's raining
Look,
markers.
it's erasing.
Hallelujah.
It
Well,
is a race.
That's the eraser version.
Yeah, that's gotta be. I don't know.
No changing your answers.
Not much
I could
better.
change.
Kendall, get out. Start pouring.
All right.
Supposed to be quick.
This seems like a job your wife could be doing.
Could be. Here we are, though.
Why'd you have to throw the markers out?
Because I didn't know which one worked, so I just wanted you to have them.
What?
Hints of tomato.
Finish your beer.
Did you shut up and read my cup?
Whew.
Cups.
Cups, and more cups.
I love how Kendall can't grab more than 2 empty cups at a time.
They're the size of your pinky, dude.
I scroll Bud Light here. How was your weekend, Paul? Do anything fun?
Played 3 rounds of disc golf.
Nice.
Ate 4 bags of Funyuns.
Nice.
No, I did kill half a bucket of etched cheese balls, though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where's your?
I'm a
footprint?
planners
Play
guy. I
Saturday?
like planners.
Saturday night. Played a glow round at Panthorn. No, I
Nice.
didn't do that. I
Ever
played
done
an evening round at Luff.
Have you ever done the disc golf at is it Powder Ridge? They did
No,
one
that's just
there.
funny. Mock said that today.
I'm
I've
talking
heard
about it today.
terrible
it's
things
terrible.
about that place. I've heard
Because that mountain is right by my parents' house, and when we hiked it, we found it. We were like, oh, we can come play up here, but I haven't gone like a.
I think it's a private course, though. I think you
Yeah.
have to pay.
You pay to use the ski lift.
But if
Yeah.
you hike the other mountain, though, if from the other side, like I said, we did, then you can play it. But they probably don't know because they don't give a shit. But yeah, it
I've
went,
just heard it's a very terribly maintained course.
Yeah, it's in like all the
This
fescue and
is a
stuff.
different color. I don't know what
Alright,
this
I already
is.
know what it is. Yeah, like I said.
That's Mock's cup.
The spelling count.
Hey, quick question. All these beers, are these going to be fresh beers, or...
They've been sitting there since Vietnam.
So
Mock almost spit it out.
Paul and I were talking. I had to go to a location that deals out these types of beers, single beers on the reg.
Well,
so.
like a shitty packy store.
Well, I mean, yeah, to be so blunt.
Names. Name
Be
names.
so brunch.
Name names.
All right. I'm gonna drop a name. And listen,
Everybody take a
Center
guess?
package.
Kyle's trying
no,
to get
it's
it.
Come on, Kyle.
wines and more.
Oh, which one? The one on Eastern Steel or
You
the
already
one
wrect your
on
answer?
Boston
Yeah.
Post?
All right, Kyle, what do you think it is?
It's the first one.
I
By
think it's
the
yin to
pilot
the
there?
ling.
Yeah.
It's starting to taste like an IPA.
Because of the tomato vodka.
What'd you
that's
put?
why.
Don't drop the mic. What'd you
Oh,
put?
Yingling.
Yeah, I put Yingling based off color alone.
That was the most obvious. That's why I say this is the only obvious one. Okay, you should have gotten like Keystone. That would have been a good one other than Yingling.
What am I gonna say?
Hey, you think it's bothering Kendall that he's not able to drink these beers?
Kendall's going to finish off all the partials.
Listen, the partials will be up for grabs after the conclusion of the segment.
Polish off some empty, some brewskis.
Yeah, it's too bad he's finishing the cans as he's pouring
As
them.
he's going. These are 5 cents. I'm
It's amazing that
counting
the yellow
change.
marker's the best.
Why? Give us 3 reasons.
Shut the fuck up, alright? How about that?
You made a statement. I want proof.
This marker was erasing.
Okay, that's one reason.
This marker was about to erase.
That's 2 reasons.
And this one just writes
I
right.
asked a
What is
question.
it? Porridge from fucking Goldilocks?
I asked a question before we started that I said we could discuss on the show, and I forgot what it was.
Oh, favorite animal.
No.
Horse.
So it was
You're a bad
obviously something
teammate. You
sports
could have said
related.
sure.
It was something sports related.
Like a debate kind of question, or like
No, I came in and I said, "Hey, I have a question. We could probably do it on the show, or we could talk about this on the show." I did it anyway, and now I forgot what it was.
basketball, football,
To
baseball.
be honest with you, I don't even remember that conversation.
Well, if you did,
I
you'd
don't think you
remember.
ever said the question.
No,
Can you repeat the question?
no, because apparently I didn't say it.
No,
Kendall, do you remember?
got more beer than me.
Kendall, just say
You mean
random.
Kyle?
Kyle.
Do you want more beer?
I meant to say Kendall poured more beer. Oh, Paul got way more.
Nah, it's awful. Kendall, do you remember what it was? Did I say anything? Do you remember that anecdote?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, you know what it was? It was the Tom Brady thing. The Tom Brady
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fake.
You think it's fake?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think it's fake? Kendall?
I tell you, when I saw it, I hoped that was going to kick off more of those fantasy football commercials. I was hoping that was going to be like the first one.
Yeah, I think it's fake. I mean, I'm not
gotta be.
I'm not smart, but I don't even know.
I didn't see it.
Where have you been?
Kendall, bring it up.
Yeah, can you pull it up?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you out of breath?
Well, I'm running around. I mean, I need.
You're taking 13 steps.
Yeah, but I mean, I need like a handset mic. You know.
So then just don't come back and sit down. Just pour them all in advance.
I have a limited selection of cups.
Well, why'd you only bring 6 cups?
This is the best way I can keep track.
Should probably drink this one, huh?
Yeah, the fan keeps fucking up the taste for me. I don't know why.
I put a dead mouse in the fan, trying to throw you guys off.
All right, what are we thinking? Kyle?
Thinking Coors.
Okay. Mock?
I think that's the Natty Light.
I have Bud Heavy. That's my guess.
They all taste the fucking same.
I put
Hey.
Bush.
Didn't know
Alright.
Bush was an option.
But we can change our before we submit, right?
No.
Once you write in, you're
Once
locked?
you write in your answer, you're done. So, like, later, if you come across a beer and you're like, oh, I think that's Bush, you can double guess to try to get guarantee the
so
point.
I can't erase Bush up here and
No,
think it's
no,
this?
you've submitted Bush for the first answer.
Okay.
So really, you could write the same beer 6 times. You're guaranteed one point.
One. You're guaranteed
Right.
one.
You know, I thought about doing that route.
Just
So why
hope
didn't
everyone
you?
else is wrong.
So why didn't you?
Because he thought of it after he already wrote 2 answers.
It's fair.
I'm real full right now.
What'd you have?
A lot of Arby's.
You got the bacon Swiss chicken sandwich. You got a large curly fry and then a small crinkle cut fry. And then the buffalo chicken slider, which after he pulled right out of the bag, dropped all the ranch on his shirt.
Sounds about right. I like that you wait for a 90-degree day to put the long sleeve on, just to roll
Well,
up the
I
sleeves.
wear long sleeves at work so I don't get burned. What the fuck's so funny back there?
Just the way you said it.
So someone with a check mark on Twitter said that the video is fake and that the director used CGI.
Yeah, but did the video say it with a check mark?
What do you mean?
Because if the video's not verified, then I don't care about some... Who said it? Woj? Was it Woj?
I wish it was Woj. No, Wes Wilson.
That is.
I don't
It's
either.
Russ's son.
Oh, come on!
I don't know what the other options were.
I'm just fucking with Kendall.
I stewed myself.
Oh, man. Yeah, I know. I know what that is.
You know, it's embarrassing, but I'm sweating.
Well,
Why don't you just stay up? Why are you going back and forth to talk?
So you're talking to the mic, and I'm not dealing with that mic.
All right, everyone write an answer? No, hurry up, Kyle.
Just go.
No, because you're not giving you answers.
All right, what are you going to say?
Like, what's at stake here? Your beer knowledge pride?
He's running in yellow, too, which is pretty funny.
No, it's his favorite marker.
Did
Apparently.
he guess too juicy for
And
any
he
of them
gave
yet?
3 shoddy reasons as to why.
You write an answer?
Yeah.
All right, don't drop the mic.
Business
What do you think it
ethics.
is? What do you think it is? Don't drop the mic.
Budweiser Light.
Don't say that again.
Yeah, didn't care for that at all.
Bud
That's like,
Heavy.
that's like saying, like, and Michael Peter.
I said it was Coors Light.
Coors Light. Souls?
Natural light.
I also put Natty Light.
You know, it's funny because I drank. I was like, I might have fucked out.
I think it's Bud Heavy, but I don't want to rate that.
Why are you nursing a cup?
Kendall, what is it?
So full, dude.
Kendall, what's the answer?
Can't say the answer.
That's Bud Heavy. I should have wrote that. When does the answer lock
They all
in?
taste the same.
This is by far the worst beer flight I've ever done.
I can't wait for him to come back on and be like, they were all shocked out.
Oh, that'd be so fun. I'd be so mad.
Especially because that means the second one was really bad.
Yeah.
Like, really expired.
It's a 2015 vintage.
It's the Shock Top pretzel. They made that.
It's an unfiltered.
Yeah, I know.
It was a Shock Top Bavarian pretzel.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Kyle,
I need a burp.
converse.
I can't.
Why?
I'm so full.
Well, you can only converse with them via text.
Or
You know.
shit.
That's it. You can
Yeah.
only text them. That's how you get an answer.
The only way you can talk to Kyle is if you're Puerto Rican or on the Phillies.
Is that your most favorite team of all your teams?
Yeah.
He says that.
What's
but
yours? White Sox or Bears or Bulls?
Chicago Fire.
Only one of them plays basketball.
What do you mean? No, I said, what's your favorite team of your teams? White Sox?
Nah, Blackhawks.
Fire.
Really?
Honestly, I thought yours would be Blackhawks.
Fire.
I don't even like the Chicago Fire.
Mock, what about you? Yankees? Or
Of
Giants?
all the teams, it'd probably be the Giants.
Yeah, probably Yankees for me.
Kendall's is the Houston Rockets.
Big time. Big time Rockets guy.
Like the Rockets.
Astros.
If not the Rockets, the Texans.
I like Houston in general.
They all have bad sports teams now, except the Astros.
I'm going to be really mad if I get this one wrong.
Well, I know what that means. Do I need to drink it?
What's the answer?
Okay, it was Red Hook.
It was Red Dog.
Actually, Natty Light came out with vintage bottles in the Red Hook bottle.
Oh, I saw
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
How did I get?
You know, I went into that pretty arrogant. Now I'm not sure.
All right, Kendall, last one.
Why do you keep getting up and down?
Now, did you keep track of the order?
No,
Okay.
no shot. No shot.
What do we last?
Oh, shit.
All right, what do you guys think it is?
Butt heavy.
I also put Bud Heavy. Kyle didn't put that.
I put
I
Coors.
can tell you what I put for 6.
You put Weimenheimer.
I put Coors Light.
You already locked in number 6?
Well,
Why?
At this point, it's,
I'm going to keep it different.
I'm not locking it in because I might have made a mistake.
That's true. Budweiser Light.
Knock it off.
Just fucking take the
I know,
sip.
we're waiting for you. We got a guy
God.
calling in a minute, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You got a what?
We got someone call. Oh, like any second.
Oh, they're calling in?
Yeah, they're Skyping in.
From where?
Kendall told me I couldn't have a chair tonight.
What?
You can't.
You can't. So
You
your
can't.
knees are
What
bent.
chair? There's no chair for you to take. This is between us. This is what keeps us separate. You don't need a fucking chair. Your legs weigh 7 pounds.
You know where there's a chair? Your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam!
Bring one of those foldable footstools. You don't need a leg rest.
Kyle, lay on the ground.
Kyle!
I don't want to do
Kyle, get out of the way.
God, can you talk, Kyle?
that. First of all, you're saying lay on the ground. What do you want me to say to that?
Say 7
No,
words.
most people would say no. But you just went,
Say 10 words right now.
Fuck you.
That's 2. Oh, God.
I gotta walk through that.
That's 3.
That had some juice.
Oh, Kendall, come on.
Kendall got pink
Oh,
eye.
I can't even smell it.
That's brutal. I'm going to get sick.
All right, we made it.
should we do bonus point for best handwriting?
Yes, we can do that. That's what this is really about.
I win.
Okay, so as I read off the list, please put a check mark next if you got the correct answer.
No cheating. Kyle.
The first beer you tasted.
Hold on.
I'm going to be so
my
wrong. I'm going to 0 for
God.
6.
All right, go ahead.
You should have... Sorry, go ahead.
The first beer in the flight was Bud Light.
Damn it.
Number 2 was Yingling.
Obviously.
Number 3, Budweiser and or Bud Heavy.
Nice.
Man.
Number 4, Coors Light.
Damn it.
Number 5, Natty Light.
Damn it.
That's a real bummer.
And number 6, Busch.
Damn.
You got 2 right.
I did.
I got 3.
I got 4.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I only got 2.
But
Best handwriting.
the handwriting.
By
Hey,
far.
there's a point right there.
You know, I didn't know there was a competition. That's
You gotta
bullshit.
say that, you gotta say that on the
Listen, you
front
still
end.
got 4.
Act like you want to be here.
Whoa, bless you.
Ugh.
Well, so I mean, put
Speech?
your crap beer knowledge to the test.
Speech.
What do I win?
You
You get to finish off all the beers.
Yeah.
So as the winner, you get to, if you want a beer, you get the first selection.
I'd like to pour them out.
Oh, rescinded.
Which you know what you won? You won a 2-night, 3-day trip to Vito's campground.
3-night, 2-day.
Ooh, I threw the game. I cheated.
So, well, nice going anyway, guys. I think if we do this again, I better just not be the guy hosting it.
Why did you go back and... Never mind.
Listen, I want to talk in the microphone.
But by the time you sat down... All right.
Listen, and we finished on time.
I'm calm. I'm good.
You know, you're the worst. You understand
I'm
that?
cool.
Take a quick break? Or
You
no?
want to take a break or you want to just roll and see if he joins?
Well, you...
If you
tell me,
join...
do you want me to tell him to call in now, or are we taking a break?
Yeah, tell him to call in.
Let him call him.
All right.
We've been live for
Why? How long are we
25
going to have
minutes.
him on?
Only probably an hour.
Oh, an hour.
You guys want those beers?
Well, I have this beer.
I'm good. I got my beer open. I'm good.
You're going to take them all, aren't you?
No,
No. You're going to take them all, aren't you?
the problem is right now we have
Why you
6
saying that all
open
weird?
beers.
You're the one who wanted them.
We didn't have to do that, Ken.
What package store did you get them from?
Wines and more.
Oh, that's right. We already talked about that. My bad. I'm an idiot.
You know, I come up with an event. I liked it.
I liked it.
It was good.
You'll
It was
sleep.
good.
You'll sleep well tonight, Kendall.
I hope so.
On the couch.
On the couch.
It was adequate.
Covered in urine.
Can we call Massey back?
No. I don't know what was
That
wrong
was
with
a
his,
train wreck.
what his connection is like, but
No, it was he had us in the badge, so the fucking sound was reverbing back to us.
Reverse.
God,
Take it back now,
damn
y'all.
Everybody touch your dick.
That's what it sounds like. How low can you go, Kyle?
Not low right now, my friend. Not low right now.
no, but seriously, if there's 6 open beers next to that dryer or washing machine,
Dude, I can see the fucking sweat pouring off your forehead.
yeah,
Dude, you ran like 6 feet back and forth.
it's all beer I'm sweating out right now.
All beer.
Order in the court.
Direct line.
Mark,
you-
you have an insight into when he'll call?
He said he's joining now.
Who is this gentleman?
This guy, his name is Kristian. I've known him for a while, but he's on our softball team.
Leitner?
Um,
What's his last name?
Chaparro. Want to call in, talk some baseball?
Is it a short one?
Yes.
One that got thrown in the pool?
No.
Give us something we can...
He might have.
He did.
Marissa's friend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So should I ask him if he can swim?
Right off the bat.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Some quick trivia.
Do you like dick pics like Boo?
Shout out to It's the Boo Show.
Tune in.
Yeah. Tune in.
Retsa Kaborb.
Tilts.
Tilks.
Exit. Oh, did you have your ice cream in yet?
I'm having it right now.
All right, drink it, please.
I'm drinking it. It's
No, you're not.
cooling me down.
I'll take one of those beers that's over there.
Kyle?
Would you like one? What would you like?
But will somebody drink this little sip? I don't like it. I'll give a review later.
I don't like IPAs, so I'm good.
Okay, I'll drink it.
It's a session.
So what?
It's a session.
Yeah, I guess.
What beer would you like?
I'll take the
Busch.
I'll take the Busch and the Budweiser.
Budweiser heavy or
And the
Budweiser
Bud Light.
light?
Well, how many ounces are we talking?
So most of these are 24s.
Damn.
All right, bring me the Bud and the Busch.
Oh, and Busch Light.
There is no Busch Light.
I've got Busch. Oh, and Busch Light. It's a Family Guy joke. Sorry.
I don't watch Family Guy.
I'm sorry.
Cultured.
It's
He's a Futurama guy.
religious thing.
Put this one back in the fridge.
This was 12 ounce.
He said they're 24
what
ounces.
the fuck is your
Brings the
rendition
12
to
ounce
25?
over. Kyle, what do you want to talk about?
Well,
What do you want to talk about?
we're probably going to be talking
we're
about
waiting for Kristian
baseball.
to call.
I know, that's why I want to talk. Well, we're waiting for Kristian.
Ask him his viewpoints on the Melvin Ingram signing.
Oh, that was crazy. That was out of nowhere.
Way different.
How's Reese Hoskins doing?
Sucks.
Really? I haven't watched much Phillies.
Well, that's
How's
fine.
my fantasy team doing? I have not checked it since.
Neither has anybody else at this table.
Every once in a while, I go in, move guys around.
You want Mercedes?
No, I'm good. You can keep him.
Why has he gone downhill
can
since his...
stay.
He
since his-
retired.
Wait, that guy? Oh, I had no idea. Wait, the guy who had like 8 home runs in the first like 6 at
No,
bats?
he
came back out of
back.
retirement, but like that's how bad it got. He got sent down and
Oh,
retired.
there he is.
Hey!
Oh, I know this kid.
Oh, can't hear him.
Wait,
Hold on,
I
Kendall.
know
Kendall.
this kid.
Kendall!
Kendall.
Kendall! We can't hear our guest.
I know this kid. He plays fucking Twilight on Reno.
Yes.
Hey, Eloy has 2 strikeouts, and Jorge Soler has 2 home runs. It's a good thing we brought him back.
Hold on 1 second, Christian. Our sound guy is dicking around.
He's being a piece
He's
of
running back
garbage.
and forth like the ginger he is.
What?
Okay.
Your jokes are very off today.
I'm trying. I'm off-putting. I don't eat pudding anymore.
Kendall. Kendall.
Well, thanks for joining us, Christian. A lot of
Can
fun.
you hear us? Okay, he
Okay.
can hear us. All right.
What's the microphone setting?
I can hear
Oh, my
you.
God, Kendall. Go
Well, I
over
mean-
and fix it.
Do sign language, Christian. He flipped this off.
He said 1 second.
Is the microphone on your computer? Is it connected through anything right now, or is it just coming through the laptop?
He's blaming somebody else.
No.
We can't hear him.
Through the laptop.
It would be really funny if Kendall couldn't read
Alright.
his mouth. It was just like,
All right, just 1 second. I'm going to exit out. I'm going to rejoin. Hold on. See if that works.
All right, man. We'll see you later. Thanks.
shut up, Mike.
I know him. I can joke.
Your joke is so bad today.
I'm trying. You know, it's the audience, man. It's you. It's all I knew.
No.
All right. I get kind of a laugh sometimes, but that seems to be pretty easy.
You know what I really miss? The Skype phone call noise.
Boop, 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 boop. Or what about Uvu? Remember Uvu?
Oh, yeah.
That was like circa 2008.
Yeah, it was like,
Give everybody a computer virus.
Yeah,
I never got a
LimeWire.
computer virus from that.
I heard there was like an outbreak with it. It was like causing a bunch of viruses.
I don't
never
wear a
got one.
mask.
Because I didn't use it for nudes.
What, Uvu?
Well-
No, that was Omegle. Or
No.
Chat Roulette.
Omega was so funny.
No, Chat Roulette was the original one.
Actually, if you go on Friday nights between 1 and 2 a.m. East Coast time, you can find Mock cooking waffles naked on Omegle.
Nice, man. Congrats
I
on
have a
waffles,
channel.
dude. And only mock.
Text him. I resent the link. Let's see if that helps.
This is going smoothly.
The Lincoln Reed.
It is the Lincoln Ring. We had this issue with masks before. I don't know what the issue.
We'll see how that turned out.
Well, listen. If we go to break, can we fix it during a break?
We could try.
Is that better?
Let's
God, Mock just wants to take so many breaks.
Well, I'm saying, is
we'll be
that
back
better
on the
than-
other side of the PPRN radio network.
Home of getting sports with Drunk on Monday nights. PPRN Radio. Home of the Peter Pino Show. PPRN Radio.
Damn, where are we? PPRN Radio. Always on, sometimes off. PPRNradio.net. PPRNradio.net. The station that's home with your wife. While you're at work, we keep her company. We keep her happy.
Home of getting sports with Drunk on Monday nights. PPRN Radio.
Welcome back to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Keith the Riddler, joined by people.
Nice.
Yeah.
People.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah. What up, Christian?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's up? What's up? I disabled my mic. I had to re-enable it because I didn't want Bill Gates to track me.
Fair enough.
Listen, I'd let that guy do anything he wants.
Yeah, he's a solid dude.
Would you, though?
Listen, he's got enough commas in his account. Whatever he wants.
So he can dress up like Spider-Man?
That's fine.
And
I don't know where you're going with that, but I don't want to hear it.
So you're fine with it regardless?
I'd like to hear the conclusion.
The less I know, the better.
Yep.
Could he financially, like, what if he financially made the Derek Jeter flip never a thing? It was just erased from everyone's memory. But he'll give you $1 million.
No.
Absolutely. Because Jeter's had other great plays.
Yeah, but that's my favorite ever.
I mean, yeah, let me guess.
Mock's a big fan of overrated things.
Overrated. Get out of here.
He wasn't even that good defensively.
That's
All right, we're not having the Jeter
That's
discussion
like
today.
that's my favorite thing that's like happened in the last 5 years.
It's the most ridiculous
Advanced
conversation.
analytics stats said Derek Jeter sucked defensively. And insert angry Yankees fan here.
It's just so stupid. Oh, he cracking that Michelob Ultra.
That's from the party.
From the party? Yeah, I took one from the party and just want to slip it today.
Well, Kendall took beers from the party.
Of course he did.
Oh, really?
Thief.
Sure did.
Yeah, it was 2 that I was thrown, and they landed on the ground pretty hard, so I gave them to Kendall to drink in the car.
And you know what? They made him here today.
That's what I'm drinking?
Those are the Bush. Yeah, I fell asleep on the couch.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Was it at least cold on the couch?
It was okay, you know.
So we do have our guest today. Friend of ours, fellow softball player, Kristian Chaparro, joining the show tonight.
Thank you for having me.
We'll give the clap. We don't do enough clapping.
I clap. Oh, wait, are you the same? Am I right? You're the same Kristian that plays on the Reno Twilight team with Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You look familiar.
Or did you?
What's your name?
Mike. I'm Scott's friend.
Oh, you're Scott's friend?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They've been
Okay.
dating for like
They worked
3
down on the
years.
docks.
Hey, we keep it exclusive.
on the docks.
Yeah. So.
No,
You showed up. You showed up during softball, right?
Yes.
Okay, I remember who you were then.
Yep.
All right. Perfect. Cool. Cool.
So yeah, Kristian wanted to come on, talk some baseball
yeah.
today. You know, we could talk about how terrible the Yankees are.
No, let's
Oh
not.
my
please.
God.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
We talk
Sad.
about how bad
It's depressing.
Britain is.
It's so
Dude, it
bad.
wasn't
Like,
Britain. It was fucking Loizaga.
Britain has a
The-
8 ERA. Calm down.
The second Loizaga did of that second run, Boone should have been. Nope.
He's just not a good coach. That's really it.
It's like
Who, Josh
70.
Boone?
Yes. It's like 73rd.
you
Josh
imagine?
Boone was terrible.
how long has he managed the Yankees already? What, 3 years?
This is-
No, 2016 or 17.
Oh,
It's at
okay.
least his fourth season, I think.
This might be 4. This might.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
he started the same time as Cora.
I want to say 17 because I was listening to 1019 out of New York City on the ride home yesterday,
Nice,
and they were
man,
talking
dude.
about that. Yeah, thank you. And
Cool shout out.
Any money you want to give me? Yeah, we're just
Shout
we're an FM
out.
station.
He started in 2018, so this is his fourth season. 2018, 2019,
Yeah, so
2020.
anytime I'll take $2 bills, whatever you got.
All right, man. Cool, man.
Well, have we made the playoffs the 3 years though since we've had them, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
ALCS most year. I think his first year we lost in the DS to the Sox, or was that CS? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
But either way, yeah, it's. But there are things where, like, he makes the right decision sometimes. Like, you bring in Chapman a few weeks ago against the Mets. Like, you're up 5-4. You obviously bring him in. It's not his fault that he blows it.
You know another
Right,
guy
right,
over?
right.
Him. I'm tired of Chapman.
Yeah.
Anyone could say that I'm so tired of him.
Even the other day, like, he makes me nervous. It's second and third, and it's just like, dude, come on.
You know, and it's tough too because Yankee fans were spoiled for 20 years.
Yep.
You had Mariano came in, and you're like, all right, I can turn this
It's
off.
automatic.
But and now we're in the situation where
He's past his
Chapman
prime.
comes in, and you're like, oh man,
It's a
like
crapshoot, and it shouldn't be a crapshoot with your
No.
closer. That's a bad thing.
That's
So-
bad.
I mean, what's happening is everybody's expecting the fastball.
Yeah, and his
But they
junk
time
is
him up.
95 right down the middle, and they're sitting on that too. So it's like
Yeah.
So-
sometimes his junk is too fast, where it's like it seems like it's like a fucking fastball going at 95.
Well, yeah, his
Right,
bread and
right,
butter
right.
for. Oh, go ahead. No, my bad. I thought there was more to it. But the bread and butter for so long was that those high 101,
105.
right, but is the velocity even there anymore? Is
Yeah, it's
it,
there.
it's still in
The
breaking 100?
velocity's there,
But they're used to it now.
and he's also losing control. I mean, his walks are up. It's
His fastball is fucking flat, and it always has.
It's either right down the middle, or he's afraid to throw it down the middle, so he either throws it wild, or he throws his junk and he hangs it right over the middle. It's just annoying. It's frustrating. I miss Andrew Miller.
Exactly. And he has no off
When he
speed
was
pitch.
good.
no, he's got his fastball. He's got a slider
No
that
runs,
goes
DMC.
87 miles an hour.
Yeah, so that's not really technically an off speed.
No.
So
It's
Yeah, I
just,
don't know.
I was happy when they got Chapman. He was good for a while. He was good for a while, but I'm
it's
ready to
time.
move on from
What's
him.
his contract like?
Yeah.
What's he got left?
Probably
I
a
don't know.
lot of money for like 13 more years.
Fuck.
I mean, if I had to guess.
Shit.
That would suck.
But,
That would suck.
Well, I wonder if there's teams that are interested,
I mean, yeah, some like teams get
Souls.
it halfway through the year and just like he did with the Cubs.
Right. So Souls shake his head. Can we give a reason?
The Yankees aren't selling.
No, they're not.
We're going to just give up
I mean, we are only like 8 games back from the division with a whole 2 months left, so it's not
Aroldis
far
Chapman, next year he's making $18 million and he's a free agent.
after. So
So
we
he's
got
got
one
one year
more,
left.
1.5
1 year
years
for
left.
18 mil.
I mean, he'll
You
probably
guys haven't dealt with pain, all right?
no, and I fully
Chapman
and I
gives you
do
one
fully
bad
understand
year, You guys
that.
are all over
No,
his dick.
no, because he's blown big games.
Okay, but... Yes, but...
What? He's a closing pitcher.
Okay, yeah.
And
You're
it's just
paid
tough.
to not do that.
It's going to happen once in a while. Like...
So are we not allowed to be frustrated when it happens, though?
Okay, but
But not all the
One with
time, Kyle.
Chicago.
Not all the time.
Hold on. There's one with Chicago.
Yeah.
I won't talk about how bad he was. Dude, they pitched him like 8 innings in like 3
in the
games.
playoffs, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the
The
time.
Yankees do that too.
I know.
You pitching him 8 innings in 3 games. Yeah, the fucking guy's arm's gonna be shot.
I know, but we're not in the playoffs now. We're in mid-season of
But you
regular
guys
season.
still use him almost every fucking game.
I guess so.
You have other relievers. Yes, Zach Britton's trash. Chad Green's been pretty good for you guys this year.
Not in a saving role. He's blown.
The sport's just different than it used to be. A player like Chapman can't go out and pitch. He can't pitch more than 3 innings in a week.
It's just
fucking Brad Miller.
If he could, develop a changeup, he could probably turn everything around.
But he doesn't need to.
Oh yeah.
But Kyle.
He survived in this league for this long with those 2 pitches.
And he's not anymore.
Yeah, but it comes to a point where you're past your prime. It happens. It's not like he's like 25 years old.
He needs to start pitching with his fastball. Because he fell in love with his
People are
slider.
already timing him up though. Like now, because they're so used to him, they're timing him up already.
It happens. I mean, it's just whatever. He's
one
one
bad
of the
year.
issues that the Yankees have.
It's
But
also one bad year. Everybody wrote off Trey Kimbrel last year. And now look at the dude.
where's he pitching?
Chicago, and he has like a
Which
0.5
Chicago?
ERA.
He's a
White Sox or Cub?
Cub.
Oh.
For now.
I don't keep track of
Oh, yeah, he'll be
Craig Kimbrel.
So he's
The
probably
Cubs are selling.
Yeah.
Don't
And the thing that's weird too, and similar. I mean, we've talked about it with the Phillies, Kyle, where their biggest need is the bullpen.
We have Hector Neris.
But their biggest need was the bullpen, right? And then we talk about where, hey, they might go try and sign Javi Baez. It's like, well, that's cool, but that's not the team need. So it came out today. The Yankees are looking at Trevor Story. Trevor Story, great player. There's no denying that. But I don't think that's the need.
You need him.
Again, you can always use a high caliber player. There's no debating that. But the pitching isn't what it should be, and what it
for the
needs
Yankees?
to be. Yes.
I mean, at least Kluber's coming back. Hopefully soon. That'll do something. But
He's always hurt.
But again, I mean, he's going to get hurt. It's just, Cole.
Isn't Sevy coming back at some point?
Again, he's going to be hurt.
Hopefully
it's all
not.
these guys that we're hoping come back and pitch well, but it's question marks. If they're going to make a move at to try and make this push, because I don't think they're going to sell either, but that's where I think you got to start. The lineup, guys got to hit better, and especially situationally. But
when I saw that stat that we left 8 guys on base,
it's horrible.
And we lose by 1. It's just that's always going to be
horrible.
our thing.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. What about that game that we were winning? What was it? We were winning in the top of the 9th, and then I guess 4 people got
the 4 throwing errors.
Yeah, it was like 4 errors.
Yeah,
And,
I don't know.
Yeah, they had a walk off errors. I'm like, are you serious?
Walk
That's
off without
crazy.
recording a hit. That's real cool. That's a little league stat right there.
Right.
That's a softball set.
Miranda team, baby.
As a lady,
Declines the high five. I love it.
Kendall, say things.
Well, I'm listening. I mean, we have. I guess it sounds like three resident fans in the room. So I guess let's have you guys put on the manager hat. Play doctor for a second. How do you fix it? What are you doing?
Well, you fire your team doctor because they've been hurt for the last 4 years.
And that COVID outbreak.
Right. So so instead of taking the really bad joke, let's get a real answer.
I think you got to go pitching, because again, on paper, the lineup is good. On paper,
Every opening day, I'm like, this team is fucking great, but we just do. I mean, Stan.
Stan's always injured.
It's just I don't know.
He's a guy right now. I think his trade value is higher than it's been. If they could move him, I would be for it.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on from him if someone takes on that
Who are we
contract.
talking about?
Stan.
Didn't we sign
been
him
your
to a
best
big
hitter.
contract though? It was like 13
But that's
years,
what I
wasn't
mean.
it?
So they took on the Marlins.
Yeah, we
contract.
didn't sign him. We just traded for that contract.
It's just Stan's having a good year. I'm not saying he isn't. But
to Stan's standards, though?
For what he's being paid and for how long he's being paid, if they could move him and shed that contract, I think it's a good move by the team.
But no one's going to take that, though.
Dodgers, baby. They bail everybody out.
But who would we get back?
Yeah, but
They
he's
don't
not
want to give up
starting
anything, though. They would have to give up like a Walker Buehler or something like that, and they're not going to.
Here's the thing. I mean, if they take on the contract, then you don't get anything. You give them up, whatever. but his contract's going to hurt the Yankees for a long because he's another one. He can't play the field.
Okay.
He can't.
Talent-wise, he can. But you put him in the field, he's out for 30 days. Yep. He just can't. He physically can't. Talent-wise, yes, he's a great player. But you can't put him in the field.
Who, Stan?
Yeah.
That's why I can't go to the NL.
No.
What's your guys' view on Glaber now?
I mean, he's been fine. Him and Odor, they've been killing it, I guess. But, I mean, I don't have a problem
makes
with
a lot of
Glaber.
errors.
Who?
Glaber.
Yeah, nice play the other day. A nice little Jeter jump, but I mean, those are the flash in the pan plays. But yeah, I mean, I'd have to look at his actual fielding statistics day to day. But from what I've seen from half the games I've watched, he seems pretty decent. But I don't know.
All right. So let's accelerate the clock real quick. Let's say that the Yankees make no changes and they go on to miss the playoffs by
Fire Cashman.
So
Fire Boone at least.
So what is like the end all? What needs to happen?
If they do nothing at the deadline again, because they've done that like the last 2 years, and have had nothing happen. I mean, Cashman's built that team up. I mean, for what, going on 20 years. It's just if they do nothing and miss the playoffs, he can't be a GM.
Well, you traded for somebody today.
Who?
Oh, who did we? Yeah, I
saw
forgot the
they made a trade,
name.
but
Clay Holmes of the Pirates.
But it's just
it's a household name right there.
If they don't, really, if they don't do anything, and then especially if they miss the playoffs, because that's a thing that's like not allowed.
Yeah,
in
missing
Yankee
the playoffs
baseball.
will be unacceptable.
It's to miss the playoffs.
We're not talking like the end of Jeter's career where
No.
we had shitty teams. It's like, all right, I get it, but now we have a young team, a good team, a stud, two studs, good pitching, like top 5 pitcher in the league. It's like we should not be missing the playoffs.
Judge is always hurt too.
Right.
I mean, this time it wasn't his fault. He got COVID, but yes, he is always hurt. But I mean, when's he back? By the way,
Probably soon. I mean, the
yeah,
COVID
it's been a
Did
few
you give
weeks.
him the big contract?
Um,
I mean, it's a decision they have to make now, right? After this year, don't they?
I say yes, but I mean, it depends on. You mean that, or just let him walk, or trade him? I mean, obviously those are the 3 options, but
Or he disappears.
I mean, he might take
retires.
He might take a sort of team discount type of thing, but
He
like,
seems like that
so
guy.
when
but like if he wants like most money, like biggest outfield contract type of thing.
no, because he doesn't deserve that.
If we shared Stan's contract,
So let's say like not biggest contract, but like if he wants
like
I
a
mean,
little less than Trout or something like
not
that.
a little. I mean, no, because that's obscene. But like, I can't think of like baseball contracts
I
are
would
different
tell you,
because there's not like super max.
I
deals
wouldn't
and stuff.
give Judge more than $22 million a year,
Okay.
and that's even like high.
How many years though? Does he want like a Cano contract where it's like 13 years where it ends his
he's
career?
too old for that.
Would you give him a
He's too
Bryce?
old for
Would you
that.
give him like a not a
Tatis.
Why? How old is he?
Judge? I think is
Yeah.
like 28.
Let me see.
Oh,
But he
Judge is like he's like 28 or 29.
He's 29.
29.
So he'd probably look for like a 10-year
But
contract.
to be honest, I don't think that doesn't matter to teams now. It's like, hey, we'll just sign you for whatever.
It doesn't matter because he can DH there.
He could.
He can do a Nelson Cruz thing.
I don't think you'll see him get like a 10-year deal.
You might get 5.
I was gonna say in like the 5-6 range, even if it's 5 years, $100 million.
Yeah, but guys nowadays they want that 10 years. They don't want to have to look for a contract when they're 35 years
Would
old.
you give him?
yeah,
Would you give him
of
6
course.
years? Would you give him 150 over 6?
What's that? 25 a year? Yeah, I would. But it's not my money.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's
No,
not
but it's your
your-
team's
It's out
money.
of my
But it's
pocket.
your team's money. Would you rather pay him 25 or would you rather play?
Get
Would you
two
rather
other
pay
decent
2
guys.
people that are going to always be healthy? They won't be Judge quality, but there'll be 2 guys that are always
Are you
healthy.
talking like a Clint Frazier productivity kind of guy? Because if it's
No,
like
I don't-
him, then
no,
I'd
'cause
have to
somebody-
think of like
Somebody that's actually not like going to be good for their whole career, not like,
Like
a
a-
flash in the pan.
a Kevin Kiermaier,
No, but like a somewhat like above average type of guy.
Casimir,
Um,
old Rays.
it's tough because, like I said, I don't think they should get him over that 20 to 22. But I mean,
If it was 25, I'm not
that's
going
right.
to sleep
If
over
you're
it.
going to lock up, a guy that's been kind of the face of the team for an extra few million, I guess it'd be fine. But he does have injury problems.
Yeah.
And
What's his current contract right now?
it's nothing. He's not making like anything yet.
Yeah, he
Oh,
hasn't
he's
had a
still
big-
on the rookie deal?
Well, baseball, you have your 40-year rookie deal, then you go to arbitration for about 25 years, then you get to sign your big deal.
Let me look it up.
And then you retire.
Yeah. It's funny. because there was a while where we weren't seeing those 10-year deals for A-Rod got it.
Pujols got it.
Pujols, I think
Didn't Cano get it?
Cano got it. I don't remember who, the order it came, but then we didn't see him for a while.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until just a couple of where we
Well, I mean,
Tatis.
I think Cano was kind of the guy to re-kick off those,
It was
giant
Pujols.
deals.
It was Pujols, and then it was Cano a couple years after that. But after that, it's been
been
the young guys like the Harpers and the Tatis and the Trouts who locked in those 12-year deals because they want it now. Whereas it's not the guy who's 30 who wants it till he's 40.
Well, the interesting thing too of that, a lot of those guys don't finish those deals.
No, look at Pujols.
Cano too. I don't think Cano finished that.
Close.
No, but I'm not even saying finish it. But he was not super productive. But that the Angels would take 5 or 6 years of Pujols being pretty good, and then just deal with the other few years. I mean, they're paying him $40 million this year or something like that, or wherever he is on the Dodgers. Yeah.
Right, Kendall?
Yeah, he's in a commercial now.
Yeah, is it for good finance?
Yeah, it is. It's
Rocket Mortgage.
It's something like that. It's like a sound investment. Well,
and that counts against their salary cap, right? Technically,
every year, $1 million.
That's funny.
Are you talking Bonilla?
Yeah,
July 1st every year.
Yep.
Happy Bonilla Day,
It's a holiday.
baby. It's Darren Ravel's favorite day.
Good for him.
All right.
So Kristian, if you're looking at the rest of the season, where how do you think the AL East kind of shakes out?
I mean, from what I've seen, I haven't really been paying too much attention to baseball this year, but I just know that I kind of want the Yankees to, obviously, they just need better pitching. That's what I think, because the thing is, it all starts with pitching. If you don't have pitching, then obviously you can't come back from from a lead that's 10 runs or 5-6 runs and there's no pitching. So we just have to start with pitching, but I don't know. I think this year is just gonna be a year that if we make the playoffs, we make the playoffs. If not, we have the whole off season to get better.
If they miss the playoffs, I think there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening.
Who do you think the problem lies more on? Aaron Boone or Cashman?
Yes.
I think they go hand in hand. Boone, I think, makes a lot of mistakes.
Yep.
But Cashman, like you said, on paper though, this team is good.
You
can lead the water to horse, but Boone's not making them drink. It's it's more on Boone in my opinion. But I don't know.
So real quick, Red Sox lead at 61-39. The Rays are 16-40. Yankees find themselves at 51-47. Blue Jays at 49-46, and the Orioles at 34-64.
And there's 50 feet of crap, and then there's the Orioles.
So the Yankees are chasing. They're 9 games back.
Yeah.
As of today. So it's a steep road.
My guess is probably the Rays probably take that lead at some point. But Chris Sale's also coming back, too, for the Sox, which is big for them.
Yeah,
is it though? I mean, he hasn't. He hasn't pitched in 2 years.
But he's had good rehab starts.
But he hasn't pitched in 2 years.
I know, but still.
But I'm just saying. But that's the thing. That's for me. Can Chris Sale come back and be elite? He 1,000% could be. Could he come back and suck and not be on the major league roster at the end of next season? I mean,
but if he's your number 3, though,
but there's no guarantee that he even is that. It's the same
thing. I'm just saying he's had decent rehab starts, so that's
right,
why it's hopeful for the Red Sox.
But
I would say.
Right. But that's Eloy Jimenez for the White Sox was in rehab. Was the rehab assignment for the last 3 weeks. He hit 14 home runs in 12 games.
I know.
He struck out 5 times today.
I know.
It doesn't mean anything. Rehab doesn't mean anything. You're playing against people superiorly less talented
Trust
than you.
me, I don't want him to do well. I'm just saying I'm not going to be surprised if he does do well.
It's the same. Not to we're not going to open up this box of worms too much, but it's the same thing with everyone. Once Klay Thompson comes back, the Warriors are they?
No, I don't.
Because Klay Thompson.
No, I know.
But Klay Thompson hasn't played basketball in 2 years.
I know.
Chris Sale hasn't thrown a major league pitch to a real hitter in 2 years, and the AL East has gotten a lot better at hitting since he's last thrown a pitch in the AL East. Look at just the Blue Jays roster.
I know.
Just the Blue Jays roster alone has tripled their home run total. I don't think there's any guarantee that he comes back and is as good as he used to be.
Kristian, your thoughts?
He agrees with everything I said.
Chris Sale got injured this year?
No, he didn't. He hasn't pitched since 2019.
He had Tommy John last year? Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of people don't recover well from Tommy John.
Because he didn't pitch at all in the COVID season, right?
No, I think he had it right before, I think.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know
We'll see, I
when he
guess.
was pitching 2 years ago, he was a beast. But the thing is, if he got Tommy John, a lot of pitchers don't recover from that. And they're not as good as they once were.
It's a little different now. It used to be that way. Pitchers, when they come back, you usually have like a quick down season, and then they're really good again.
Now, are they really good for like a year, 2 years, or they're good for like X amount of years, like 4 years, 5 years after Tommy John?
Did DeGrom already have it?
Depends. I can't remember. Didn't Syndergaard?
He's a Met, so probably.
Syndergaard
can't come back.
When's he coming back? Ever?
He can't.
It's
Like, every time he does,
He throws
something,
it too
gets a
fucking
rehab
hard.
stint. Like, every time he goes on a rehab stint, setback. Every time.
It's best at this point just to wait.
Just retire.
So real quick, I just want to change, keep on the conversation, but change it for a second.
All right,
we
cool.
we talked about the closer issue with Chapman, and I'm going to kind of direct this towards Kyle. Is this a situation where Chapman can be, get Hector Neris up, get Chapman out of the closing role for a while, and see if he can kind of swing into the setup kind of long? Because there are guys that they can kind of get out of sync, and then they can find success again in a relief role, and then work your way back to closer. Is this a case where Chapman can kind of take the step back, kind of do a setup thing for a while, see if he can get right the ship, and then kind of move back into that role?
They can't.
But why not?
Because the other setup man has an 8-point-something ERA now in Zach Britton. Mock said it earlier. Chad Green can't close. And who else is there?
But here's the thing. Obviously, this is not really working that well. So sometimes you just got to put all the cards on the table and just kind of see, well, how can we make something else work?
Well, I think putting him into anything but the closing role is asking for more danger, because his problem isn't, in my opinion, I agree with Kyle. His problem isn't his stuff; it's the usage. He's being overused and has been for 3 years now. He's a come in and throw a 12-pitch guy. Maybe at most 3 times a week. And that's if there's a rest day in there somewhere. And he's been throwing, 5 innings a week.
So listen, I can agree with that.
But you put him in the setup role, you're asking, you're often asking, very rarely are you just going to be like, okay, I have a setup guy that can only pitch an inning.
So listen, I agree with what you're saying. I feel...
You just don't like it.
I just don't like you, no.
I believe that.
I just feel there's situations that you're going to be in a lot of games where, it's going to be, it could be 3-2, 5 games in a row. And, hey, you're going to need your closer to step up and be that guy. And it could be 5 games in a row where, hey, we're asking you got to go out there and you got to.
But that's not the pitcher that he is. But that's just it, though. It's not the pitcher that he is. There's different pitchers. I mean, would you ask? There's certain pitchers you just don't like. For all types of things, you don't ask certain things. Would you ask certain players, certain hitters to go out and be like, "Hey, I need you to hit I need you to hit a home run right now." Would you go up and would you ask? I don't know anybody in the Mets because nobody there's good, but like
a hitter,
they're okay.
Pete Alonso?
No, not a home run hitter.
Oh,
if you of course you go ask a home run hitter to hit a home run,
like a J.D. Davis.
So I
Jeff
think
McNeil.
Would you go up to Jeff Keppinger?
Yes, I would. 100%.
No, you wouldn't. No, you
Eric
wouldn't.
Campbell.
You picked the wrong guy.
But would you? It's like would you go up to Gene Segura? It's the bottom of the 8th and be like, "Hey, you need to hit this 3-run shot right now. Forget about putting it in the gap. You need to put it in the seats." Would you do that?
But I think
that's not
situationally,
their
it's
job,
just different. I mean,
But it's not. But it's not. Chapman's job isn't to go out 7 days a week and close
well, if
games.
you're talking, yes, if that's what the basis of the argument is, 7 days a week, then yeah, sure, I agree with that.
He said five straight games of 3-2 leads. Chapman isn't a pitcher that can do that. That's not his job. If that's what the Yankees need, then you get rid of Chapman and go get something else.
So, but my point being is that
you don't put him in the setup role.
This is not happening all the time, but there is going to be times where, like, hey, there's going to be a closing situation a bunch of games in a row, and this is what you're paid to do.
So then you figure out something other than Zach Britton.
So
Lance
I don't know
Lynn.
if you guys remember, but it was a while ago when Kyle Farnsworth was still.
Fuck that guy.
Scott Proctor.
What?
I hated Kyle Farnsworth.
I love.
Really?
Why?
Oh my god,
He's
I
a
hated
hothead.
that
I
guy.
thought he was a decent ball player.
He was bad.
All right, what
He
about
was
him?
Terrible.
He was the setup for Mariano for a while.
Go
And
look
all
up
he
the
pitched
Reds
was the eighth
numbers.
inning.
No one cares about that because we're talking about the Yankees.
I know, but
Oh man, I hate
look
it.
at Kyle Farnsworth's numbers early in his career.
With the Reds.
They're pretty rough.
Really?
I think he was a starter when he.
But like,
first.
I don't understand what's your argument, Kendall? Like, so that like,
Yeah.
I think Kendall's main is
Kendall.
just to kind of shake it up.
No, I understand
I
that.
think
but
that's
like,
all he's.
Kendall, I
but
lied.
but we're in agreement. Are we in agreement that
Sorry.
Chapman can't go out 5 games in a week and pitch an inning?
No closer will.
I agree.
So putting him in the setup role, like shaking it, you're putting him in the setup role, and cool. But like,
Yeah,
so what's he
kinda.
going to close 3 and set up 2? He's still pitching 5 innings.
I think it's a matter of you're coming in different situation. It's just
No, that
change.
part I understand, but you, like you said, Kendall, there's going to be 5 games in a row where there's a closer situation needed. So at that point, doesn't that fall more on Boone and Cashman figuring out how do we get rid of these 2 guys, replace these 2 guys that are sucking really, really bad, instead of shaking things up for Chapman? Because if he still has to go out and pitch in all 5 games, it's no different than if he closes all 5 games.
Yeah, but that's like... Oh, I guess go ahead.
So I guess what I'm saying is there are guys, and Kyle could speak on this, that they get rattled, for whatever reason. Like,
No, I understand that. I'm not. My argument. This is. I'm being honest with you. This is your biggest fault whenever we argue on the show. You get stuck on what you're saying, regardless. I'm agreeing with you. Shake things up for him is fine, but if there's 5 straight games where they need a closer, it doesn't matter what the situation is. He can't pitch in all 5 games.
Well, I mean,
he can't. No, he can't.
But he can.
No, he can't. It's his usage.
Right.
It doesn't matter if he's pitching the 1st inning of every game or the 9th inning of every game. He's not a go out every night and pitch guy. He's not like fucking God, I'm blanking. What the hell's his name, Kyle? What's the closer for the White Sox? Liam Hendricks. Liam Hendricks can go out and close 6 straight nights every single week, and that's fine. Chapman cannot do that. Chapman cannot go out and pitch in 5 straight games, regardless of where he's pitching.
So with the usage, I agree with, but it's about your quality of work. So if he goes out and let's say his first game out, he throws 11 pitches. The next game out, he throws 13. The next game out, he throws 8. The next game out, he throws
20.
10. Well, I'm saying if the selection is he's throwing his best stuff, he can go.
But
out
if he's doing that, then you don't need to shake things up. If he's going out, if he's going out 5 games in a row, Mock, would you argue if Chapman's going out 5 games in a row and he's throwing no more than Kendall? I think the highest number he said was 12. If he's not throwing any more than 12 pitches, then that's a good 5 straight closes, right? If your closer comes in and pitches less than 12 pitches in 5 straight games, that's a good close, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
So then he'd be closing. The point is that on the 4th night, he's not going to throw 12 pitches. He's going to throw 20 because his stuff's not going to be there because he's exhausted. And then the 5th night, his stuff. So, you're right. He's not going to blow the 3-2 lead on a 2-run shot in the bottom of the 9th. Instead, he's going to give up 3 walks and 2 earned runs in the 9th or in the 8th and get the loss.
It's all a situation because there's guys he can go out. He could be on his 4th day, and the batter's coming up in the 9th to get really overzealous to get on the top of pitches.
If you think about it this way, if you can go in, like say it's a 4-game series, and this is his 4th game pitching, you think they're going to get to him after seeing him 3 straight nights? This being
that
the 4th?
side I get. I hate, and this kind of goes against baseball thinking. I hate this pitch closers can't pitch every game. I hate that because
but they're not conditioned to do it. Like starters are conditioned to do it.
But it's ridiculous. Catchers do it. There's no reason that a
but catchers don't need to be effective with what they do.
But there's no reason that a professional athlete can't go out and throw 10 pitches every day. There's no reason. That's ridiculous.
That's not how that works. It won't be. Usually on night 3, they're at 25 to 20 to 25.
But even so,
but why though?
You're a professional athlete. You are one of the most
that's the argument. Is that
I understand.
People in the world.
So why do starting pitchers need 5 days off?
I don't think they need 5. More. I mean, you're throwing 100.
But if you go out 5 straight nights and you throw 12 pitches, that's 60 pitches. Plenty of starters go out at the 80 mark. That's 20 more pitches. I get that it's 20 pitches, but the closer's also throwing 7 to 8 miles per hour harder than the starter did. So that would equate to 20 pitches the majority of the time. Chapman throws.
Chapman, yeah. I mean, he's.
But Liam Hendricks throws 3 miles per hour harder than 4 of the starters on the White Sox. If 10 pitches at 3 miles per hour harder puts a lot more strain on the arm than 10 pitches. That's what they've.
It's a ridiculous thing that these guys, they pitch 2 nights in a row, then they need.
But it's again though, it's your conditioning. If you spent 1 year running 1 mile every single day, and you got in great shape, and then the first day I go, okay, now run 3. You wouldn't run 3 without stopping. You wouldn't do it.
I understand that,
but that's what I'm saying.
I'm
though.
also not a professional athlete.
But
That's
if I was
been
doing
doing
one
one job,
but
my
even
entire life.
but even if you were, because you conditioned yourself to run the 1 mile
Then
and stop,
condition them more.
and then they get hurt.
I'm listen. You can't convince me that an MLB pitcher can't go out and throw 50 pitches a week.
All right, so
and
real quick,
not get it. That's ridiculous.
Just to jump back to the initial question I posed to Kyle about him moving into the role. So the only reason I bring it up, because an established closer like in Chapman, not a great example, but I'm going to use the Trevor Hoffman thing at the very end of his career when he was chasing the 600 saves and he just was blowing save after save trying to chase it.
Well, they were just throwing him out there to get it.
Well, be that as it may, they stopped putting him in the closer role for a while, and they switched him kind of a setup thing, just kind of for a while to kind of get him into a groove. And then it took probably 10, 12 outings before he got there. But they made that adjustment to kind of, restore confidence or whatever. So that's the reason I'm bringing it up.
But at the time, the Padres could do that because they were not good. The Yankees cannot afford to take Chapman out of the closer role.
My question though is, has Chapman, like in his prime, was he able to go out 4 or 5 games in a row?
Yeah.
I just don't remember him
Chapman
earlier on the Reds.
Chapman was a starter when he
No,
first
I
came in.
no, I know. I just didn't know what his longevity was as in his younger / prime days.
He used to be a starter.
What about on the Cubs?
No, but I understand that. But it's
the playoffs
is
is different.
It's a moot point though, because if he pitches in 60 games in the regular season and has 50 save opportunities and blows 20 of them, versus he pitches 162, has 140 save opportunities and blows 40 of them, you'd be looking at it and see like, this guy blew 40 fucking saves. He sucks. But that guy only blew 10 saves, but he pitched 25% of the games. So it's the same number.
But I do think this is kind of a straw man argument because he doesn't have to go out there 5 days a week. Because normally there's not 3-2 save opportunities 5 days a week. Yeah. So we haven't really seen it. But I do agree sort of with Mock about the point of professional athletes, and it's not a big deal. Like starters can go out and throw a lot more. But I do see that that's just not in his arsenal anymore, and he just can't do it. And we have to, like I said, if he used to be able to do that, he's just past his prime.
Which is
fine. Well, it's kind of like the running back thing.
Certain guys be able to do certain things in basketball, everything, and then eventually you just can't anymore.
Yeah.
And it happens, and same thing with Pujols. When they got him at the beginning of the contract, he was a stud, and then at the end he wasn't. It's just at some point you're just past your prime.
But the question is, though, but what prime? That's the question. What prime? Is he past his prime?
Chapman?
Is he past his prime of his stuff? Or is he past his prime in his ability to go out and throw 60 pitches a week?
I think the latter on that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I know.
If you closed him twice a week, if you went
effective.
If you went out and got a legitimate setup or closer guy and went and tagged him with Chapman.
So you're basically saying like if they got an Andrew Miller type guy like they used to have, where he could basically be a foe, or like a Betances, like that. You're saying that's where Cashman kind of fails, where you need a guy like that. Which I agree with, because Chad Green should have been that guy. David Robertson was that guy for a little bit.
You don't have a backup closer,
correct,
type of thing, and you don't have an efficient. I mean, I'm definitely the least knowledgeable of baseball here, but in my opinion, it's every team should have, in my opinion, 2 setup men, one that can also close.
So on paper they do. It's just Zach Britton is bad.
Right, I understand that.
On paper they do.
Right,
and Chad Green too.
But shouldn't that be what they address, not Chapman?
Hey, also,
You
I
mean
would
at the
kill
trade
for
deadline?
Chapman right now.
Yeah.
So fuck
trade
all of
deadline
you.
and this offseason. What?
I would trade for Chapman
Honestly,
in a heartbeat.
No joke.
Kyle, look, Mock has said it, and everyone agrees with it. You guys have needed a bullpen for 5 years, and you keep going out and trying to sign 5-star tool players in the outfield that have great hair and are fun to watch. And it's cool because you guys put up 14 runs and then blow it in the 6th.
The other side, which, I mean, might be a BSR, but I do think if Chapman goes somewhere else, I think that he'll still have success. I think he can go to a contending, like San Diego, who's a young contending team, but it's not a huge baseball market. It's.
I don't think the market affects him like that.
Chicago's a big baseball market.
He's had a couple bad outings, but you gotta remember how many good outings did he have in the playoffs? Besides those 2 pitches.
Who, Chapman?
Yeah.
What, last year you mean?
Like in general. He made 2 bad pitches, and now he's crucified for it.
It's not crucified for it. It's just we're just going off recency bias.
There's a lot of time, and you could pull stuff. I mean, he doesn't always show up in big spots. He blows games because he relies on he has 2 pitches.
He used to get away with his fastball, but now that everyone is throwing almost 100, he doesn't have that shock value anymore.
I do think even if he went to the Phillies, I think he would have success on the Phillies. I look at it as if he's like a change of scenery guy. I think if he goes to another, I still think he can be effective. It's just I don't think it's working for him in New York anymore.
Who are you going to replace him with?
Don't know.
I think.
Well,
I think
I'm just
what
saying
we
I
need-
don't
I
know.
think what we need to figure out first is who we should get for setup men, because especially if Adam Green and the other one aren't
Chad
doing
Green.
good.
Chad Green.
Adam Green's
Chad
better.
Green. I'm sorry.
Adam Green's better.
Even
Sean
though
Green.
they're not doing because they're not doing good, we need to focus on them first. I think.
But New York's a tough place to pitch.
It is.
There is one guy that can go to New York right now and be well, but he's not going to be traded because he's on the Brewers.
Who?
Josh Hader.
Josh Hader, yeah.
And they're not going to give him.
Is he
up.
the best closer in the game right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a stud. Kendall, your thoughts?
Edwin Diaz sucks.
Say things, Kendall.
Yeah, I mean, Diaz is like the biggest mystery ever. He'll go out and be dominant and then just be like lost the next.
Is Sergio Romo still out there? Actually, I think
No,
he
he's
is.
on the
Actually,
A's.
that's so crazy.
He's
Still
also
pitches.
like, he's also like 40.
What about Brian Wilson?
No, he's been done.
We're looking for John Axford. Is the guy we're looking for?
He's actually with the
John
Blue Jays.
Lackey?
Is he really?
He's on the organization.
I didn't know that.
Ah, the more you know.
He's also on the Canadian.
Prime Minister role?
Yeah,
I thought so.
What,
He's got a mustache for it.
Canadian Olympic team.
Oh, that's cool.
Christian, what else would you like to talk about that you can have us yell at each other for?
Let me see.
'Cause this got lively.
My notes real quick.
Any what else happened recently?
I know we already spoke about. What got me too was I didn't watch the game yesterday, but I heard the highlights.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
So I heard that there was a 4 strikeout 7th inning. I'm like, how do you do that?
Oh
So
yeah,
then I looked at the highlights and I saw it was off a wild pitch.
because Gary Sanchez can't catch the fucking ball.
Yep.
That's another
You
guy.
think
My
you
cousin
think,
thinks
Sky
he's
is
the best
blue.
catcher in baseball.
you think he called for a pitch and then the pitcher threw something else because
No, I think Gary
that thing had
Sanchez is
movement
bad.
at the end.
He's just a bad catcher.
Damn,
He hits well sometimes, and he
He
throws
had a
the
triple
ball to second real
yesterday.
hard.
Gary Sanchez had a triple.
He's probably the streakiest hitter to ever play for the Yankees. He either bats 800 or 10. It's
Right.
just
I remember when we first signed him, he was real good in the
he
beginning.
looked great.
Yeah.
He looked great. He was always a question mark defensively. He had a good arm, but he was always lackadaisical.
So you know what you do? You stick his ass at first. You put DJ back at second.
A DJ behind the plate.
No one.
You know,
behind the
I
plate.
tell
you behind the
I thought
plate.
that's what Kyle was going to say.
hit the umpire in the
threw me
nuts.
for a loop quick.
So I looked up. Sorry, I don't want to backtrack. We'll go real quick on it.
Chapman.
Well, not just Chapman, but the Yankees in general. We looked back. So I was looking up this thing. He has 3 losses in the postseason for the Yankees. In 2 of those, the Yankees didn't record more than 3 hits.
Oh, okay.
The last one that he lost, the one last year to the Tampa Bay Rays, you guys had 3 hits in the first 2 innings and then didn't hit again for the rest of the game.
Yep.
But I mean, so I get it. Like, you're paid to go out and make the big pitches. When you went out there, and he went out there, it wasn't even a save opportunity. It was 1-1.
wasn't?
No, it was 1-1.
Oh, okay.
It was 1-1 in the bottom of the 9th, and he gave up a home run. Or whatever it was. I don't remember if it was a home run.
That's another thing. A lot of closers
like-
can't pitch when the game's tied.
But like I'm saying, so it wasn't a save opportunity. But on top of it, it's like you're in the AL. What was it? The ALCS or DS?
What, last year?
Last
Which one,
year.
the first one?
Last
I think
year.
it was
Yes.
They lost on the DS, right?
Yeah,
Was it
I think
the-
Was it
Tampa
last
Bay
year we beat the
Houston.
Twins?
Yeah.
Or was that 2 years
So it was
ago?
the DS. No, it was the DS. It was the ALDS. But like you're the Yankees. You have all these guys, and you record 3 hits the whole game, and your run wasn't even scored off of a stringing of hits. It was just it was Tampa Bay making 1 bad pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of it, like.
Oh, we're not saying that the problem is solely on Chapman.
No. I'm not
it's
saying
not.
that, but I'm saying, if you a lot of these times, you go back. There's this really great article. I got to find it and we'll post it to the chat. But there was there was this really great article I found. We'll post it to the GSWD page where it was dissecting like a lot of these players that were deemed unclutch through all sports throughout history. And they went down and they broke down everything that happened. Like there was somebody in the NBA, forget who it was, but like how he's not clutch. He can't win games, right? Like he couldn't win games. He missed shots. Like at the end, like he was like 2 for 29 on final shots at the buzzer or something like that.
Sean Kemp?
No, it wasn't. No, it was like a bigger
The
player.
Rain Man.
It was a bigger player. But like when you go in and dissect it, you look at all the games that he missed those things in. The team was like 32% from the free throw line with over 20 attempts. That's fucking terrible. You shoot 50%, the game's over.
Right.
You win by 10.
That's a scapegoat.
But you know what I'm saying? So it's the testament. Kendall and I talk about all the time when we watch football. Cody Parkey, for example. Cody Parkey, when they played the Eagles and he had the double doink.
Double doink, yeah.
The field goal that ended the Chicago Bears season. What about the 2 fumbles the Eagles had that the Bears didn't recover? What about the interception that Mitchell Trubisky?
You can always do that. You're like, why didn't your team
but
score more points?
But that's
Why
what
didn't
it
come
is.
down to that?
It's a team sport. So in a team sport, it's never one. It's very, very rarely
It comes
one
down to
person's
thing,
fault.
Right.
It's very, very rarely. Because like I said, that guy. I mean, he
but
was
I
2
guess-
for 29 in his career on game-winning shots in the NBA. But in all those losses, half of them, his team had shot less than 30% from the free throw line.
But I guess a partial argument would be is that you get a guy like a Parkey or a Chapman come in. That is literally not the only reason, but that's the only main reason why they're there is to make that field goal, to get that save. I understand that the Bears defense should have recovered those fumbles, but Parkey's job is to make a field goal, and he missed it. It's not like he can make itself up with other things, but I do understand what you're saying.
You ever fucked up a delivery?
Yes.
It's your only job.
I know.
It's what you brought in to do.
I know. And I feel
fucked
bad
up
about
sales
it.
calls. Mox fucked up deliveries. Kyle, yes, you have fucked up everything.
You've never matched up a Whopper with cheese.
I just want to say that I'm pretty much bad at everything I do.
But like it's like at the end of the day, like I understand these guys are professional athletes, but they're humans.
But the thing is, though, is if it was your one sale of the year and you fucked it up, that's different. I'm not saying the year, but if it's your one sale of the week, I have 25 deliveries to do a day. If I fucked up one, I can not make it up, but you know what I mean.
But that wasn't Chapman's only appearance of the year.
Okay, but that's his job in that moment, though, because his.
But if you forgot a case of beer to account, that was your job in that moment.
But if a starting pitcher fucks up in the first inning, he can make up for it per se.
Not true.
Per se, you know what I mean, though, like per se.
Right, different jobs have different.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying, and that's why Parkey and Chapman they have more of a specific job. There's more pressure, unfortunately.
There's more pressure, but at the end of the day, they're still human.
I mean, yes, if you want to break down all of sports to humanity and say yes, no one can make a mistake, but
on the flip side, here's the thing though. On the flip side, if Chapman all year long, if Chapman had a 10% save percentage going into the playoffs, would you have given him the ball in that opportunity? No, so he earned it, and he had a bad day. Okay. And it happens. But I'm saying, people have bad days.
But you also don't bring Chapman when the score is 1-1.
Right.
That's why you rely on your relievers and stuff.
You
bring Chapman when you guys have the lead.
And I'm very in the opinion that if it's not a winning opportunity, if it's not a save opportunity, closers don't pitch.
I never like.
Well, yeah. What's that rule? It's like when you're on the road or something in the ninth. That's that like rule of thumb or something.
You play for the win at home, or you play for the tie at home, the win on the road.
Yeah, I never like the closer and non-closing.
If it's not a save opportunity, I don't think the closer should be out there because it's a completely different scenario. It'd be like bringing your starter in to finish a game. It's different.
It's Madison Bumgarner. He's got.
Well, he'll hit a home run in that.
That's what I'm saying, but it's a different situation. It'd be like for the fuck of it, just bringing in your punter to kick the 45-yard game-winning field goal.
Right.
It's just like you have a guy that is for a job that has specifications. When those specifications aren't met,
I'd only do that with Adam Podlish. Just want to make that note.
No, you wouldn't. Did you see that we signed Jesse James?
Especially if it's the ninth inning, you don't bring Chapman. And, for example, if the next inning the other team doesn't score a run, then you got to continue with Chapman? Nah, you don't do that stuff.
No, I know.
All right. I derailed us. Where were you going, Kristian? Sorry.
Garrett Cole.
What was that?
I'm just saying names. Go ahead.
No, so what I said was you don't bring Chapman in. For example, if the score is 1-1, top of the ninth, you don't bring Chapman in because the thing is, what if Chapman doesn't allow a run? Then it goes to 10 innings, and then you got to bring Chapman again. And, for example, it just keeps going back and forth until somebody scores a run.
And even if you don't bring Chapman back in, you just lost your closer.
Yeah, of course. Then you got to go to your reliever. So then at the end of the day, that's still what the Yankees need is pitching.
Could always use more.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the White Sox are apparently looking at Scherzer.
I just want someone.
Yeah, you're not going to get a pitcher, Kyle. You're not. You're going to get another infielder.
No, we're gonna get one. It might be Tyler Anderson, but it's someone.
We'll give you Cody Hewer.
Just take Vince Velasquez.
No,
Anybody.
That guy made one of the coolest plays I've ever seen.
Yeah, that guy gives up.
Is he good?
7.15 ERA against
Is
the
he
MLB.
good? No.
And like a 1 ERA against the Marlins. He is
Hey.
trash.
That's a divisional starter right there.
Yeah. He's trash. I will sell him for nothing. He's the Mets guy that got traded for nothing.
Yeah.
A bag of balls.
Pretty much.
In like the 60s.
That's my favorite thing in
That
the
made
MLB.
no sense to me.
She's still
When
playing.
When they
Yeah,
trade
he's got
players
traded.
and it's just like, yeah, we trade them for cash.
international pool money. Hey, you can laugh all you want, but that's how the White Sox got the team they have.
God fucking damn it.
What?
Phillies
A's
blew
are
another
getting
one.
They
Chaffin.
trade Harper.
No,
Nope.
the A's got one of the guys I wanted.
A's got Andrew Chaffin from the Cubs.
Nice.
When's the trade deadline?
Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, Friday. Okay.
Friday. Hands up.
You can go ahead
Put
and
him
leave.
up, put
Yeah,
him
that
up.
that was pretty
You've been
bad.
wanting me to leave since I got here.
Friday at 4.
I want you to leave now.
You
At
can make
this
it up
moment.
to us by giving us $10 each. Me, $12.
Pod being $20.
That's right.
Are
Oh,
the
yeah.
Yankees in talks with,
Full circle.
with anyone for the trade deadline?
Trevor Story is the
I
only one
saw
I've
Trevor
heard.
Story. I know they traded for someone today. That doesn't matter.
Some
He
Scrabine.
matters.
Who? What's his name
Clay
again?
Holmes.
Clay Holmes.
Hey, he was having a good year for the Pirates, so they had to trade.
Sounds like a made-up player.
That's right. He was a made-up player.
Brian Reynolds is on his
show.
way out.
What'd you say?
Brian Reynolds. He's on his way out.
Ryan Reynolds making Deadpool 3.
Playing for the Pirates. It's kind of the angle they're going with the movie.
The Cleveland
Did you say
Deadpools.
laugh for the Pirates?
Never mind.
But it's like Pirates,
He's a
man.
backup catcher.
You're
for the
good.
Pirates.
You're gone.
That's right. Hey, some promise? Get out of here. You can't play in Pittsburgh.
Christian, what else you got for us?
So I heard you guys say earlier that Javi Baez was going to be traded to another team. Is he a free agent now, or
So,
He's free agent next
he's
year.
a free agent. Is it at the end of next year?
This year.
Or so end of this year, he'll be a free agent.
Oh, okay?
Um,
I hope the Yankees scoop him up because Javi Baez is a beast of a player.
He's really good.
The
really
shortstop market this year is insane.
Yeah.
They're all going to go to the Mets.
Yeah.
Well, Lindor was supposed to be a free agent. Corey Seager, Javi Baez, Trevor Story,
Is Corey Seager the one on the Dodgers or the Mariners?
Dodgers. That's
It was
Kyle,
Kyle
man.
Seager's on the Mariners. That's right.
And he
Bob
plays-
Seager.
And he plays for
We got tonight.
There I go.
Well, it's tough because it's like, hey, a great bat is always an awesome addition, but when you don't need it, and like we've been talking Yankees
You
for
want
the
what
past
you can't
hour.
have.
Well, right. It's like, hey, you have him. Okay, we can insert him into the lineup, but it's like, then what?
Who,
Yeah,
Baez or Story?
Either. It's like,
I mean, it also
Lucky
depends on what we'd have to
Peterson's
give
done
up. That's the thing.
oh,
Yeah.
So-
I have a question
And
that's related to
Baez
nothing.
is a young player, so he probably wants a
Zach
big
Levine.
contract.
Baez is going to fetch big money.
I have a question
Yeah.
that relates to nothing at all. How do you guys feel about when you see like some sort of stat put out? Like, let's just say like Mike Trout, right? Like Mike Trout's going to be an MLB Hall of Famer, right?
Probably, yeah.
Pretty safe bet,
Yeah.
right? So like, how like if the Angels put out something that was like, of the X amount of years of the Angels franchise, they've had a Hall of Fame center fielder for X amount of years with them, and they included into it all the years Trout's played, even though he's not in the Hall of Fame. Do you think that's okay, or do you think no?
No.
So you're saying that they're assuming that Trout's
Right,
gonna
like,
be in the Hall of
do
Fame
you think it's
before he
right to
gets there?
include someone's stats into an argument when they're not in the Hall of Fame, regardless of how sure thing
How
it
good they
is?
are. Yeah.
Here's what I think the difference is. If a team said that about, like, we'll say Albert Pujols, I'm a little more okay with it. 'Cause
When
there's-
he's like 39 years old.
But I'm saying, that's
But I'm
right,
saying,
there-
like, think of it from a black or white
no.
standpoint.
So what I mean is, if Pujols stops playing right now, he's a Hall of Famer. If Mike Trout stops playing right now, I don't think he is.
No, I understand that.
So
But I'm
that's
saying-
what I think.
But
So-
think of it from a black and white standpoint.
Then no.
If
I
he's
don't
not
like
in the Hall of Fame yet, no matter how great his career is,
Nope.
No,
Don't like it.
like even if it
Yeah,
was
no,
Derek
I-
Jeter's
I
last
disagree.
year,
Then I like it.
all right, fine. Even if it was David Ortiz's last year.
Don't like it.
He's pretty good that year.
So the reason I say that is because I was looking at the NFL fun facts for later. I was going to share those. 'Cause I haven't shared them yet this month. And one of them was the Green Bay Packers. They said the Green Bay Packers have been a part of the NFL for 100 seasons. For the 100 seasons, 56 of them, they've had a Hall of Fame quarterback starting behind center.
Which
includes 17 years of Aaron Rodgers.
I don't have an issue with... To me, that's like the Pujols thing.
Right, but I said black or white, though. It's black and white, no gray area. Should you include somebody into... When you're talking about Hall of Fame stats...
But
should you include somebody that's not in the Hall of Fame?
But the question you're asking us includes a gray area, because if you're asking black and white, he's not a Hall of Famer, so therefore the answer technically is no. But if you're asking my opinion, then yes.
Well,
okay, but I mean, so fine, let's gray area. If he goes out and rapes 9 women tomorrow, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Well, that was going to be my argument.
But I'm saying, people can fuck that up before they get in the Hall of Fame. People have done that.
Again, I understand that point of it, but
I'm saying, like, people have fucked up their Hall of Fame stuff after retirement.
No, I get that.
For that reason alone, I wouldn't include
I'm out.
Because, well, it's like we're talking like you saying, Aaron Rodgers can tomorrow morning can go kill a bunch of people in Beverly Hills, and then
how'd you know?
Well, listen, I gave him some info.
Yeah.
Or it can we're being super dramatic, but like something could something could come out. Like let's say like there's the speculations that he's gonna come back on for a 1-year thing.
Yeah.
For this year, he plays and then he threw some games. You know what I mean? Like shit happens.
Kind of like a Pete Rose kind of thing.
What I'm saying, like shit happens. Well, Pete Rose never threw a game.
Yeah.
Pete
Rose
bet
bet on his team to win.
That's just what he admitted to.
That was factual. They checked the bookies.
What he admitted to.
Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
I know.
Well, yeah, because didn't he never bet against his team to lose or something?
No, he always, he bet on games, which was against the rules in the MLB.
No, I know that,
time.
but the only.
But no, there was
yeah.
never any evidence
that he
or anything to show that he shaved points.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, though, is like I'm not being sarcastic, but like, why does that matter to you? Like, why does it not enrage you? But you know what I mean.
It doesn't enrage me. It always bothers me because it's not a thing yet. It's not a thing.
Presumptuous.
I would feel better about it if they wrote like future, Hall of Fame / future.
Right, like if they specify that. But
because at this point in career, if it's like a Trout where yes, he's going to, but he could break his leg and not play. If Mike Trout were, I mean, would he be in the Hall of Fame if he broke his leg and got paralyzed for the rest of his life? Trout.
It's a big debate.
I don't think
What's
so.
What's he have? 2 or 3 MVPs? He has. I can't remember.
Talent wise, he's there. I think he's missed too much time if he left right now.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Trout's a bigger debate. You got to go with somebody that's not like as debatable. But that's the thing is like it should be.
Wait, you're asking for other players that are going to be in the Hall of Fame?
No, but I'm saying like
Miguel Cabrera.
It should be something like where like it bothers me when you're including people that aren't in something. A lot of times, especially like the Hall of Fame is a prestigious thing.
Yeah,
like that's something it's very important. People like these 56, sometimes these 77-year-olds that didn't even get in. Like, they find out later that they're going to get into the Hall of Fame on, like, whatever that type of ballot thing is called, for whatever sport. And they're in tears. Well, they're crying. They're so happy. And you're just being like, we're just going to throw this around like it's nothing.
Every year, they always show a guy. I wish I could remember his name. I think he was a defensive player for the Cowboys. I don't know, in the 70s, 80s.
It was the wide receiver. What's his name?
Is it something white?
No, it's a...
I'm not sure, but I know they show him like every year.
No, I know
he has like the big like announcing party, and then he doesn't get in.
Yeah,
it happens every year.
We talked about this. I think the 100th year where they were just putting everyone in, and he kind of got snubbed on that. At that point, I was like, you know what? That's
Drew
bullshit.
Pearson.
Yes.
No, he was the last guy from the All-70s decade team that wasn't in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he's a receiver.
Okay.
You got in, right?
Yeah, this year.
That's what I'm saying. Like think of like how emotional that was for him, and you're just throwing it around. And it's not even just that. It's stuff like when articles come out and be like, "All right, now that the rookie season is over for this NFL class, who's Hall of Fame and who's not?" You're like, none of them had a chance to even beat a woman yet. Half of them will. Give it a chance.
No, I mean, yes.
Stop throwing it around.
If you want to throw that caveat, I think I would understand more if it was like a Mahomes or something where they're like, because to me that's too early, even though he's on trajectory to get it. But like a Rodgers, yes, barring some sort of moral conundrum.
Until you're in, there's a billion chances for it to not be.
And that's where it comes black and white. But if you're asking our opinion,
No, but that's even gray area. Like, do I think Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer? On his credentials, Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer. But there are many things outside of those credentials.
Kurt Schilling.
Right. But I'm saying there are many things outside of credentials that can prevent a player from being in the Hall of Fame.
That'd be different, though, because Rodgers is first ballot, whereas Churchilling wasn't.
He's on pace to be. But there's nothing guaranteeing that he's in.
Again, and I think, if you want to nitpick it, sure.
They kept T.O. out for
not,
years. It's
not. Yeah, T.O. was what?
Second ballot.
T.O.'s still active.
T.O. wasn't second ballot.
Wasn't he?
I don't even. Is he even in yet?
Yeah, he got in like 2 years ago, I think.
That's right. T.O.'s been retired for like 7 years.
Yeah, they kept him off for a couple years because he
had off the field problems.
Second ballot. If he got in a couple years ago, because you got to wait 5 years, don't you?
I don't think he was second ballot.
It took him a couple years on the ballot, and I remember he was all outspoken. And then he didn't. Did he go to the ceremony? Like he was doing his own ceremony?
No, he didn't want to be at the thing because he didn't like all the writers and all the people.
Look, I understand what you're saying. Like, it's nitpicking and blah, blah, blah. And it's not Aaron Rodgers. They do this for every sport all the time. It's everything.
Because you can insert that commentary to any sort of debate in any sports ever. What happens if this? What happens if that? It's like, well, yeah, but you got to look at it as like, obviously the Deshaun Watson thing, a year ago we weren't talking about. We were like, he's going to get traded and there's going to be great value. Now you're, a couple months after that, the shit hit the fan.
No,
so
I
get that
but
part.
But you're taking, but what you just said is minuscule.
Well,
we're talking about something, but
to pair your ideas up, it's more prevalent now that these players are doing these crazy fucking things than it was even 15 years ago.
Right, but
it's more prevalent now.
But my thing is like you're not talking about like you're not talking about front runners for a defensive player of the year. You're talking about, and I don't care what anybody says, I'm sorry, but from a professional athlete standpoint, you're talking about the most prestigious award that you can be given, the Hall of Fame nod. I don't care how many championships you win. Being put into the Hall of Fame of your sport is bigger than anything else. And it gets thrown around for these types of players, whether they're close to shoe things or not. Like they get included in it.
But it could also be a marketing thing too, that they just want to sell more tickets.
No, of course, that stuff. Yeah, that stuff.
The Packers have trouble selling tickets.
That's going to be forever. But my point is that like this is something.
What I'm getting from the base of your argument is that you just want Aaron Rodgers on the Bears.
It's not just Aaron Rodgers. I know, but there was an article that was posted 3 weeks ago about the brightest young studs and their future, and they said Chase Young guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer.
It's ridiculous.
But to me, that's apples and oranges, though.
It's not, though, because the argument that this is
banana pears.
You're doing the Kendall thing. This is the Kendall thing. You're getting hung up on your viewpoint and not seeing that I'm agreeing with you.
Point of any?
No, I am agreeing with you that Aaron Rodgers at this point in time is a shoe-in Hall of Famer. There's no argument there. It's completely different than Chase Young. My argument is that the Hall of Fame thing is consistently thrown around, and it shouldn't be until you're in it. If you're not in it, it shouldn't be tagged. You shouldn't be tagged with it. Okay. If you're not in the Hall of Fame, you shouldn't be tagged with it.
Yeah.
Should Chase Young be considered a defensive player of the year because he's probably going to win it in the future? No.
No, but if it's week 15 and he's having a stud season,
but it's not. But it's not week 15. It's not the end of Aaron Rodgers' career.
We're at week 15 of Aaron Rodgers' career, though. That's what I'm saying.
We don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that. He doesn't want to be on the Packers anymore.
For the sake of nitpicking, yeah, but it's still age though. It's still age though.
Nitpicking. It's the fact that you don't know. How am I nitpicking? I don't know. You don't know. Do you know this is Aaron Rodgers' last career? Is there any guarantee Aaron Rodgers doesn't play this last year in the Packers?
I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying he can play another 5 years, though, but he's definitely on the back nine of his career.
But that's not week 15.
Okay.
The point being is I'm not disagreeing with you that Aaron Rodgers being declared a potential Hall of Famer is a lot different than Chase Young being declared a potential Hall of Famer. That's what you're getting hung up on. I'm not arguing that. I agree with you on that, 1,000%. My argument is that Aaron Rodgers is not in the Hall of Fame, so to include him in a group of Hall of Fame quarterbacks is wrong. It is wrong.
Yes, like you said, if you're talking black and white,
no,
I'm saying if you say Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Hall of Fame, and then Aaron Rodgers does not have that, yes, absolutely.
But that's a black and white argument.
Okay,
there's no gray area.
And that's fine. But then you ask as an opinion question, I think, and that is a gray area opinion question. Should that stat be included? Yes, if you want to break it down to the label and what it says on his Wikipedia, he's a Hall of Famer, absolutely not.
It doesn't say that.
Shouldn't, you know what I mean, though? Like, it's not included in it.
Right,
but you're asking us, should it...
That's what I'm saying. Like...
I guess.
I mean, the argument can be the same with Tom Brady, too. Like, people are calling him, like, future Hall of Famer. Yeah, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. I'm pretty sure, but to claim him as a Hall of Famer right now, you don't do that because obviously he hasn't joined those ranks.
Right. It's the same thing. If they went out and they said Tom Brady's the first quarterback and first Hall of Fame quarterback in Bucs history to win a Super Bowl, that's not okay with me. He's not a Hall of Fame. I'm saying, but he's not a Hall of Famer. Or if they go out and they say that Eli Manning is the only Hall of Fame quarterback in Giants history to win 2 Super Bowls, that's not okay with me.
Coming soon.
Because he's not a Hall of Famer.
No, I agree.
Will he be? More than likely. More than likely he will be, but he's not.
Right.
Ben Roethlisberger is the first.
You can't associate his name
to include somebody in a group that they're not actually in, especially one as prestigious as the Hall of Fame. To me, is wrong. It demeans it to all the players that have played their tenure and earned those accolades, statistics, and championships to get into what is the most prestigious club in any sports franchise or any American league, the Hall of Fame. Because winning 20 championships is awesome. And if you win 20 championships, you got to do some real fucked up shit to not get in the Hall of Fame. But to be in the Hall of Fame means you're being regarded by media and peers as one of the best to lace them up.
So the big difference, too, I mean, the Hall of Fame is individual. A championship is a team achievement.
Right.
The Hall of Fame is individual. Yes, it takes your, especially, football. And
right. You're not getting to the Hall of Fame on your individual accolades. Your team helps you.
Yes.
Right. But it's always bothered me to look at, and that's why I really wanted to make the point. It's not an Aaron Rodgers thing. I don't care that it's Aaron Rodgers. But especially because if you take Aaron Rodgers' career away from Green Bay, that 56 drops to 34. Well, it's a fucking, not 34, but you know what I mean. But it drops over 10 years. That's a big fucking difference. And you know what I mean? It's too prestigious of a thing to just give somebody that they don't have it yet. Has he earned it? Has he earned the Hall of Fame? 1,000%. Pujols, Cabrera, have they earned it? Yadimir Yager, Alexander Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby, fucking LeBron James. Have they earned Hall of Fame accolades? 1,000%. And they all of those guys that I named deserve to be in their Hall of Fames.
Yep.
But they are not.
Correct.
But they are not in the Hall of Fame. So to pair them with players that are and have earned that, in my opinion, is wrong.
I just made myself laugh because you said Yadimir Yager, and I could not get Yadier Molina. I don't know. I'm like, wait, huh?
That would also be a good example.
How did this guy come up?
Listen, he came back. He gave his money in the bank briefcase. He went
and I thought it's, because you brought up Aaron Rodgers. Do you guys think Devonta Adams really forced Green Bay's hand?
I won't sign the extension if you don't figure it out.
I got to imagine that he held out and they were like, "Oh, whoa, guys, we got to."
They were probably fine with Love, and then they're like Adams. But if he wanted to walk, then absolutely.
Listen, the basement.
When's Adams a free agent?
I think it's this year. At the end of this year.
The end of this upcoming year. You think either of them are there after the year?
Adams maybe.
I mean, if Rodgers isn't there, they have a ton of money to play with. But do you think if Rodgers leaves after this year, do you think Adams stays?
It depends what they want to do with that money, though. If they keep Love, maybe not. If they go out and get maybe a free agent quarterback, that'd be different.
I think Adams leaves, regardless.
Adams is going to go where Rodgers goes. He's going to do the whole Gronk Brady thing.
Yeah, but
let's say Rodgers retires. Let's say he retires after this year. Let's say Green Bay goes out and they win it all.
You go to the Hall of
Fame. They go out and they have the last dance.
If they win, I think Adams stays.
That to me, I think
I'm saying and Rodgers leaves.
That's right. And even if Rodgers leaves, whatever.
What if he leaves and goes plays for another team?
It would have to depend on the team because if Rodgers goes and signs, he's going to command money, and Adams is going to command big money.
Oh yeah.
So to take on, you figure what would Aaron Rodgers get in free agency? Realistically, even if we lowball it, $28 million a year.
Depends though.
Because
the only reason I say it depends. This is my argument for this. The only reason I say it depends is because if let's say Green Bay goes out and wins it, they have their last dance season.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers no longer. I think a lot of it comes off of Aaron Rodgers. I think he goes the Brady route at that point. Because really, the only thing keeping Aaron Rodgers from being in the in the GOAT conversation, really, is that he's how old he is and has been on a team that's won the division how many times and has only been able to produce one Super Bowl appearance. Not even one Super Bowl win, one appearance. Peyton's been to the Super Bowl 4 times.
I know.
5 times.
That was the thing.
5 times?
He's going
4
for the
times.
Raiders.
No, he's been
2 with the Colts, 2 with the Broncos.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, granted, he is 2-2, but like
we don't speak of the one against the Seahawks.
It is what it is. It's crappy, but it is.
That doesn't count.
I think
Adam to the Raiders.
I think outside of Green Bay, you won't see Adams and Rodgers together. I think they'll both stay there as long as they're both there. You know, as long as
No, you won't. Yeah, you won't have a situation where it's like the Gronk situation where he comes out of retirement, signs a year or two.
But you know, to be honest, I think that the way the NFL is now, anything goes. If Rodgers like, hey, I'll retire now. He sits out here, whatever.
I want to go to San Francisco. Adams would go there.
And
yeah,
then lets it happen. I think the NFL is just it doesn't matter at this point. You just
as long as he's vaccinated, no one gives a shit.
Right.
Yeah,
You say something. You say something. You do something else, and it just happens. Like it happened with Antonio Brown. Like the whole Raiders thing was really weird. It was just kind of like hey, screw you guys. I'm not going to do this, and then doesn't. And
Let's
then,
open that can of worms for a quick second. Hold on.
Antonio Brown.
No, vaccinations.
Oh, vaccination.
Do you think it's fair that the NFL, what the NFL is doing to unvaccinated players versus vaccinated players?
So what is the exact specification?
The big thing is
if they're not vaccinated or if they cause an outbreak.
The big thing is if an unvaccinated player causes an outbreak
Or breaks a protocol.
No, if they cause an outbreak on the team that causes them to not be able to field a full team,
they have to forfeit.
It'll be a forfeit,
and he gets fined.
But the real big thing on my end of it, from like the fairness, equality standpoint, is that an NFL player, it's been stated in the adjusted rules, an NFL player that is not vaccinated, that violates NFL COVID protocol, can be fined up to $30,000 for violating the protocols. A vaccinated player that finds NFL COVID protocols can only be fined up to $10,000. Now,
that's crazy.
Why is that okay? Other
That's
than
not okay.
take away the control standpoint, because that's what it is. It's about control. Vaccinated or not, if you break the rules, as long as you have that magic card, you don't get fined. You could not get fined, theoretically. If they bring back mask mandates and wide receiver A is vaccinated and goes to the club with no mask, he could, in theory, not get fined or get fined $5,000. But if wide receiver B, who's unvaccinated, does that, he's looking at a minimum fine of $15,000, upwards of $30,000, but guaranteed $15,000.
No, I don't think that's right because the thing is, people that are vaccinated can still get the virus.
Thank you.
So that's not.
That's what
Yeah, that's
I do
definitely
the
not
whole
right.
time. It's like just because you're vaccinated doesn't mean you can't get in contract. This isn't a political thing. I'm talking about from like the NFL standpoint. An NFL player that's vaccinated can still get COVID and give it to other players.
Yep.
Man, my shirt is wet.
Yeah, well, it's just the NFL has made it like, hey, we're just going to throw around money. It's going to be like, hey, we're going to create a precedent.
In my opinion, what it is, I think it's a control thing to protect their product from a monetary standpoint.
It's a virtual
if everybody's vaccinated, the chances of us having to forfeit any primetime games is minimal, and that means big bucks. Now, let's just say Chiefs Broncos are a Monday night game, and there's 12 players on each team that aren't vaccinated, and both of them get an outbreak and have to forfeit it. Well, that's a lot of millions of dollars the NFL just lost.
They'll just bump that Thursday night game up.
But at the
Make
end
the
of
team play a
the
double
But they wouldn't be able to.
back-to-back.
But they couldn't
I
do
know,
that.
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
saying, you wouldn't know that until Monday morning.
I know, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, that. I think really the NFL. I think that's where it comes from, is the standpoint of like we need to control these players to more so put a safety net on our revenue source.
And that's what it is. It's all about the dollars. It's all about protecting the
the
dollars.
Because the NFL's getting paid regardless with the fines.
Just people are still going to tune in no matter who's out there. If fucking Mahomes is out there or Matt Moore is out there,
What
people are
about
still
that
going
wide
to
receiver that
watch.
played quarterback for you guys?
Wow, what the fuck was his name? Kendall something?
Yeah,
or...
he was not good.
Kendall Reed, I believe his name was. He went two for seven.
You rat of a red bear.
2 for 7. He
Last
threw
name
5
starts with
picks.
an H.
He was terrible that day. But
You guys are going to be bad for a while.
who, the Broncos?
Yeah.
It's been. I mean, yeah, Locke is kind of iffy. We got a good defense. Sertana's good.
Cool.
All right.
we don't know if
You guys are going to
Oh,
hold.
I haven't spoken to you
Yeah.
since
Remember the
draft.
2018 Chicago Bears?
is that the double doink year?
Yeah.
Matt Nagy.
Yeah, the defense held opponents to 17.9 points per game, but the offense could only score 17.6 points per game.
I know.
That means they lose.
I know.
So
Damn.
have fun with a good defense.
I haven't spoken to you since the draft. What's your opinion on Fields?
I don't have an opinion. He hasn't played.
He's not a Hall of Famer yet?
He's a Hall
No.
of Famer.
Hey, not yet.
No, he's
He's
there.
not.
No.
Listen, I read.
You're not in, you're not a Hall of
I read
Famer.
his story.
So does the notion of it's a private company so they can make those rules, you assume the rules when you get into it? I don't agree with the rule, but that's what they're going to hide behind. It's like you go to Catholic school or private school, you agree to those rules. Even though they're asinine and ridiculous, you play for the NFL, that's their rules. You have to follow them or get the fuck out. I mean, that's unfortunately how private businesses work most of the time.
Unfortunately, the NFL is not a private business.
Oh, really?
No, the NFL, no, it's a political business. It's about as public as it gets. They might not be publicly traded, but it's not private.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, I know what you're saying. Like, it's a private business from the standpoint of like business
But they can
analytics.
still enforce those rules that they want.
But right, they can. But
And
you
that's
know,
where it comes
But
down to
here's the problem. You know what they can't do? DeAndre Hopkins, superstar guy. How much money is Kyle? Look it up for me. DeAndre Hopkins. How much money is DeAndre Hopkins making this year?
Who?
DeAndre Hopkins.
You didn't say it right.
Yeah, I know. I wanted Kyle to get off the Phillies game and stop fucking flirting with Kendall.
Are you watching the Phillies game?
Yes. Kyle.
I'm doing it.
Well, do it with two hands and move like you mean it.
Nah. I'm waiting for my internet to load.
Mark, could you do it, please?
Right here.
What's the name? DeAndre what?
DeAndre Hopkins. I just want to know what his contract. How much?
2 years,
How much is he making in 2021?
27.5.
Okay. So he's making $27.5 million. Right?
Kendall.
Is he not making 12.5 in 2021?
I'm reading something that says 27.
It might be cumulative. I got 12.5.
I can't. DeAndre Hopkins isn't making $12 million.
No.
There's no way.
Yeah, 2 years left with 5,400. So
5,400?
that was what about a million?
Million?
Seconds.
There's no way DeAndre Hopkins is making $12 million. That's not true.
Kendall,
No,
weave
12.
it in.
No, I'm sorry.
You said $12 million.
You said 12.5, I think.
I apologize. That's not.
Yeah,
what
no, reset.
So $27.5 million, right? You know what the NFL can't do because they signed a contract? DeAndre Hopkins is one of those players, the most notable player that doesn't want to be vaccinated, is choosing not to get vaccinated. So let's say DeAndre Hopkins doesn't get vaccinated, and he shows up to every single practice and every single game. And the Arizona Cardinals go, well, due to the forfeit protocol, we can't risk putting you on the 53-man roster because what if you do something and we have to forfeit?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Is DeAndre Hopkins injured? Is he willing and able to participate in showing up to practices and games? Guess what that means? That means you're paying $27.5 million to a player that you're not playing. And that's going to happen. And DeAndre Hopkins is the extreme example, but Cole Beasley.
The most outspoken one.
But Cole Beasley, what's Cole Beasley making? Doesn't matter what he's making.
Peanuts.
He's not making
Well,
peanuts.
yeah, whatever.
But even
Compared
if he's
to
making
Hopkins.
$11 million,
You're
and
saying,
you choose as an organization that you're not going to play him, when he signed his contract, you agreed to a deal. If Cole Beasley is showing up to practice and to games and able and willing to play, and you're just not playing him due to fear of COVID, you are paying him to not play. Which means you are now just taking $11.5 million and throwing it in the garbage.
But do we know, I'm not being sarcastic, do we know that if the NFL is allowing teams to make that decision and they won't have to pay them because of that decision?
They may be willing to suspend the pay though, because a lot of private businesses are.
No,
doing
I'm not.
that.
They
Do
can't
you know
do it
that
'cause-
for a fact? You're saying
Yeah, because it's in the
CBA?
contract. No, it's in the contract.
In the player's
they can't
contract or
suspend
in
it.
this new COVID thing?
No, they signed the contracts that state it's an injury thing. That has to go with the NFL Players Association. They're not injured. They're not holding out. The team is basically healthy scratching them. If you're a team and you're healthy scratching a player, you still have to pay them. In every sport.
I know. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL
They
amended
can't.
some
No, but
sort
they
of
can't
thing.
do it. They can't because it's an NFL Players Association contract. That's already been hardwired into all these deals that they're making. That's the big thing from the NFL Players Association. You can't. What are you going to do? You're going to go back and rewrite every contract that's been
this
written?
is an unprecedented thing that we're
It doesn't
dealing
matter if
with.
it's unprecedented. You signed a contract. I mean, if I sign a contract with you that says that you get half of what I make if we get a divorce, and then you go out and bang 400 guys, you still get it. That was super unprecedented. I didn't see it coming. No, couldn't have predicted it.
Yes,
But I'm saying so the contract is the contract, right? I can't change it because unforeseen circumstances came up, right? Right?
Sure, but the NFL is implementing these rules already
Right,
on the fly, and so I would not be surprised if next week
But
they
they
come out
can't-
with the players don't get paid if
But
they
they-
are unvaccinated. Would you be surprised at all if
Yes,
that happened?
because they can't
I
violate.
would not be surprised at all.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
No.
They can say whatever they want, but it violates the contracts.
Okay, then they violate it, but there's
But they can't. It's a legally binding contract. Then what's been stopping MLB teams for all these years just going, I'm just going to cut you and not pay you? Because the MLB just going, hey, if you guys cut someone, you don't have to pay them.
I guess because it's
Nothing, but there's been
because it's-
nothing.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter what the reason is. It's a contract. You sign a contract. It doesn't matter what happens. When you signed the contract, you didn't sign a contract and say in footnote 16B, hey, if a worldwide pandemic happens,
Well, I'm sure there's
this
clauses, but
doesn't.
maybe not that. But that's what I'm saying. It's unprecedented. So
But-
this last year and a half, we've made things up on the fly. Laws, mandates, things like that. Vaccines, we've made all this stuff up on the fly.
And how many
things
of them
are changing?
So, okay, yes, I agree with you. Name one thing that's happened that has legally broken a legally binding contract to amend it.
I guess I can't think of something off the top of my head.
It's a legal contract. It's not just an NFL contract. It's a legal contract that goes way beyond it. It goes way beyond the NFL. It goes IRS, NFL Players Association, union, all that stuff. They can't just go in and go, hey, just because you're not vaccinated, we can't, sorry. It's my job. My job, as stupid and meaningless as it is, I sign a union contract every single year for a year. Until my union contract is up, if I chose to not get vaccinated, my job, no matter what implements they put in, cannot fire me. They can choose to fire me when my union contract is up. They cannot fire me during my union contract if I choose to not get vaccinated. That's a liquor distributor in the southern part of Connecticut. The NFL Players Association has way better attorneys than they do. It's a contract. They can't. You're healthy scratching them. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's a healthy scratch. If you show up to practice every day and you're willing to play, and you're not vaccinated, and you don't have COVID, and they don't play you, it's a healthy scratch. It's a contract. It's been stated by the NFL Players Association that it's in the contracts that these players, these more high profile players, the 53rd man on the roster that blocks every other punt, he doesn't have anything guaranteed in his contract. He's making league minimum. The team, if he's like, I'm not getting vaccinated, okay, cool. The Kmart associate will, and he'll block. Cool, that's fine with me. But
we still have Kmart's.
Cole Beasley,
not in Connecticut, no.
But Cole Beasley, very integral part of the team.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure, you can cut him. That's fine, but you still have to pay him. You have to pay him what is guaranteed. It's in his contract.
No,
you cannot cut him and not play him for fear, and you still have to pay him because it's guaranteed.
I agree. And, I think what it comes down to, I think the NFL is trying to make a blanket, thing that cover it all. It's not the case until that things are foolproof, and who knows when that's going to be. Until things are foolproof, you can't make decisions that are hey, this is concrete. This is what what things have to be, because that's not how life works. There has to be flexibility in everything, and it seems that and the NFL has been the first sports organization that I could think of who has laid out this blanket. Hey, this is what's going to happen. This is what the fines are going to be, and that's not fair to what how life works. It's just not. Obviously, there has to be some decisions that have to be made.
It's the
of
NFL.
Course,
it's the NFL protecting their product, is what it is. They don't want to lose money.
Right.
Money rules everything. It's money and power. A long time ago, a lot of really higher up people in this country kind of forgot that character goes a long way, and money and power rules everything because it instills fear. And That's what they're trying to do. Heaven forbid it's week 13 and you have the 12-0 Packers going up against the 12-0 Chiefs. And now you have to cancel the game because of a COVID outbreak. Because 2 people who weren't vaccinated got COVID and gave it to 6 other people on each team that didn't have it. Heaven forbid. And that's what they want to do. They're going to implement these rules to strike fear in hopes of getting those people vaccinated. Because again, nobody gives a shit about the 52nd guy on the roster that's blocking punt returns. Every team will just go, I'm not risking this for you. Goodbye. We'll hold a tryout for people that are vaccinated. See ya. But are the Cardinals going to do that for DeAndre Hopkins? Are the Bills going to do that for Cole Beasley? I mean, is Cole Beasley DeAndre Hopkins? No. Does Cole Beasley have a lot to do with where the Bills got last year?
Well, yeah, I mean, that comes down to the whole argument of, like, you know, if, Gronk does something stupid, Bill Belichick allows him to come back. But if it's, Jonas Gray, he's late for practice, he gets cut. It's the same argument.
Right. And so, exactly. But there are bigger guys in the NFL that make money for the NFL that don't want to get vaccinated. And I'm sure for every one DeAndre Hopkins and one Cole Beasley that's been outspoken about it, there are 10 other superstars that haven't said anything that are not vaccinated. Regardless of what you think wrong or right for vaccination, I don't want to get into that argument. That's not what our show's about. But there are a large portion of people that are not on board with this. Why should it be any different because they're NFL athletes? Again, it goes back to the same argument we were talking about earlier with the closer. They're humans. Just because they make $54 million over 4 years and play at a superstar athlete level doesn't mean they don't have the same morals that Kristian has, or Paul has, or Mock has. You know what I mean? Like, it's right. My thing is, so way long story short, it should be the same. I think it should be the same. If you have the vaccine and you're out there fucking around and breaking every rule in the COVID protocol for the NFL, why shouldn't you be fined the same?
Correct.
I mean, that's what happened to LeBron, didn't it? Didn't he break some protocol and they didn't do anything with
LeBron,
him?
LeBron went to Game 5 of the NBA Finals and had 2 bottles of fucking open tequila underneath his seat on the court.
That was just brand
You fucking... But it doesn't matter. But if you showed up to MSG with a fucking bottle of Patron, you wouldn't be allowed back in MSG for 3 years.
No, and that's the whole argument I just made.
Well, the NBA is a different animal.
If you're worth your talent versus headache, that's the thing.
The NBA is a different animal. They'll fucking kill everybody forever. Kyle, we're not doing this.
I think it'll be 14 seconds.
All right.
14 seconds too long.
All right, then we won't do it.
I'm fucking with Jesus Christ. Sorry. That was super aggressive. Jesus Christ there.
Okay.
So LeBron didn't get fined for that, though?
LeBron didn't get fined or anything for
the COVID thing or the
COVID
thing?
protocol breakout. Neither of them. When he did the release party for Lobos with Drake in Vegas, he didn't get fined for breaking any of the COVID protocols.
It's definitely not a level playing field.
He actually came right back and played in the finals or in a playoff game the next day, and then in Game 5 he had bottles of tequila underneath. Which, I mean, I guess I'll do benefit of the doubt. Maybe things are different in
Phoenix.
Was it in Phoenix?
Well, Game 5 was in Phoenix.
Yeah, maybe things are different in Phoenix. I don't know. Maybe you can have full unopened bottles of booze in your seat. I don't know. So that I don't know.
It comes down to popularity at the end of the day, and that's where the money's going. LeBron, because people want to.
Well, he's mostly the NBA economy.
Yeah.
So if you piss him off, then there goes.
Not anymore, I don't think.
Well, I know. I mean, in terms of just traffic, I guess, with the NBA, he probably is. But
I mean, he does a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong. He made a terrible movie.
I didn't watch it.
It was so bad.
I didn't watch it either. I heard it sucked. Though.
It was just the thing. You know what it was? I don't fault LeBron for the movie at all. I mean, I didn't expect him to be a great actor. I didn't expect him to go out and be this fucking award winner. LeBron was fine. It was Warner Brothers that fucked it all. This fucking shameless plug that they did for every Warner Brothers thing. Like, what would you say the audience for Space Jam is?
Like 13-year-olds?
Yeah.
Kids, yeah.
They literally had a 6-minute thing about Mad Max in the movie.
Not for kids.
They had rated R movies all over the place in it. Like, I don't need to see fucking Speedy Gonzalez playing the fucking main character of The Matrix. I don't need to see Foghorn Leghorn driving a Mad Max car or fucking Daffy Duck doing a Superman thing or Lola Bunny doing a Wonder Woman thing or the fucking they did Game of Thrones skits with Looney Tunes characters. It's like it was just a giant big commercial is really what it was. It was a big commercial. It was no bueno.
Mike, I haven't heard you talk in a while.
Yep.
Mock doesn't talk when Paul gets on his soapbox.
Just let him go.
Do you also think with Space Jam, like you think? I mean, obviously we're older now that we're watching it, but do you also think that our age has a factor in how good we think?
I think it came out
That's what I
10 years
said.
too late.
That and also our generation is going to be pissed at it because we're just going to be like, well, it's not this, so whatever. Like, no matter what it did.
Well, the thing was, is like, so I think what happened was the 10 years too late thing. Like, I think if they had done it 10 years ago, it would have been bigger.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think that has anything to do with how bad it was.
No, what I
and
mean,
the reason for it is because
the
like
perception from our age group.
Right,
I think
like,
it would have hit better. If
I think like, well, the thing is though, is I think from our age group, the one thing that they did really right was, and it's not a spoiler, when LeBron gets to Looney Tunes world or whatever, only Bugs is there. None of the other characters are there. And that's because the bad guy in the movie went there and told them all that they were nothing and forgotten people. And gave them new opportunities in new worlds, like Mad Max and Matrix and blah, blah, blah. And that, I thought, was like, when I watched it, I was like, that's a cool point to put in the movie. Because people our age are having children. And starting families with kids and all this stuff where Looney Tunes is forgotten. I mean, I watched that movie with my 5-year-old daughter, and then the next day we spent 6 straight hours watching Looney Tunes, showing her what Looney Tunes was. Because she had no idea. It meant nothing to her. Those cartoon characters meant nothing to her.
Yeah.
And that I thought was such a...
they messed up too.
Well, I think it was such a cool point because it was like, okay, like, you're bringing back this nostalgic thing because it was geared towards kids, but it was probably also geared towards people 25 to 35 that grew up in that time frame and whatever, but they just made it too commercially. You know, it's like they might as well have just, like, every 30 minutes, they might as well have just had LeBron go, this game's going to look so great on my new iPhone 13 Ultra Max 4D HD 5K 65 TV. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, that's really what it was. It was just, they plugged every Warner Brothers thing that was ever big.
I also don't think they could have made that movie 10 years ago. It was not the right time for LeBron. Because that was when he hadn't won a chip yet, and then he was the hated guy in the Heat, so he would have gotten crucified. I think that was the only time to probably do it. But, I don't know.
When they win their first one?
2012.
But I'm saying, though, he was the most hated player in the league at that point. So it would not have gone well. Now he's kind of
10 years ago was his first year in Miami, and they lost.
And if he did it, he started
the
filming
Mavericks?
it like when he was on the Cavs. Like it was still too early for him to be like doing the same role as Michael Jordan. I'm just kind of like,
but like not even 10
making a
years
stupid
ago. Like, they could
argument
have done
here,
it 8
but-
years ago. You know what I mean? Like my
right
thing
as he
is,
got to
like,
Cleveland, I think the second time he could have done it.
I think that like it would have hit home more. Too, I think I think it would have been bigger if they had actually included other NBA players in it. Because like part of the Space Jam thing when it came out was like, yes,
Barkley,
the Monstars stole
Ewing,
the power, but like Barkley, Ewing, Bradley,
Sean
and
Brown.
Muggsy were all in it. Like they were in it in the middle of it, they were in it at the end and all that stuff. Like
who was
Anthony,
the fifth guy, Larry Johnson.
yeah,
That's right.
The characters in this one, I can't remember the other girl's name, but Diana Taurasi, Damian
Was
Lillard.
it Candace Parker? No,
No, it wasn't Candace Parker. It's a really weird, bizarre name. I can't think of who it is.
it was Anthony Davis, Clay, Taurasi,
Clay and Dame, and then this other person.
Oh, Dame,
and,
that's right.
And then LeBron's like son in the movie was the other member of the team. And like the Dame time thing was cool, and the Diana Taurasi with the white mamba and all that jazz. But like the players weren't part of it. Like in today's day and age of social media, where all these athletes are all over Twitter and Instagram, and people who don't. I mean, there are people. And a lot of them in this world who don't even watch basketball that can tell you everything about LeBron's life.
Nikwa Ogwumike.
Yeah. But that's like in '95,
I know, you haven't
if
said
you
it
didn't
yet.
watch basketball, you didn't care about Michael Jordan. Right? Is it fair to say?
Wait, say that again?
In the '90s, if you didn't care about basketball, you probably didn't know much about Michael Jordan. You knew he was the.
He was a household name.
But
for most people.
you knew he was a great basketball player. But that was it.
Yes.
It's
But today, you don't have to watch basketball to know LeBron James. You don't have to know that he built this school in Akron. You don't have to know that he has one of the most successful shoe lines. You don't have to follow NBA to know that stuff because social media is everywhere.
Right.
And marketing
that's
is
like
everywhere.
all the sports, though.
Right,
Like,
that's
for
what I'm saying.
example, for boxing,
In today's
Pacquiao.
right, exactly. And in today's sports day and age, like exactly, people who don't even know who boxing know something about Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao and all this stuff. I mean, look at like the boxing thing with the whole Jake Paul thing.
Yep.
Look at how many people like just know something about boxing now because of Jake Paul.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And Logan Paul. Like, are they terrible people for liking them? Of course. But the point being, it's social media. They really lost an edge by not making the players a more prevalent part of the story. Because the characters they made were awesome. Diana Taurasi was the white mamba. She was a white snake. Klay Thompson was the Splash brother, where he was literally a liquid person.
The brow.
You know what I mean?
What was the brow's,
the brow. He was a bird that had
wow.
just a big thing, and they did the thing, and I thought it was awesome. Like LeBron didn't I'm sure he talked to him, but LeBron made a thing in the movie where that's why I didn't hate LeBron's aspect of the movie, where he said to him Anthony Davis's cartoon character guy posted him up, and he was like, "It's time to shave it." He said that to him in the movie, and I was like, "That's funny, good for him for getting that in there." But they just, I think they did everything wrong. I just think they did a lot of it wrong.
And I think another aspect too to look at it is we grew up with the Looney Tunes.
Right.
This generation didn't. So they should have used different characters that this generation could relate to. Because essentially this movie wasn't like a sequel, because obviously it came out like 10 years later.
Way longer.
And
25 years later.
Yeah, 25 years later.
Almost.
I'm sorry.
Came out in like 96.
What they should have done was, I think they should have met in the middle for what you're saying, Christian. The Looney Tunes should have been part of it because
SpongeBob
the majority of the people that were excited about Space Jam 2 were people our age. People that grew up on Space Jam. And then they should have worked in cartoon characters of 12 and under for today. Worked in a couple other people.
That would have been a good tie-in.
Right, exactly. Tie in a couple of them.
Pepper Pig. That's what it's really about.
All that
Kyle,
tomfoolery going on out there.
Take us where we're going.
Mock draft, NBA. The draft is on Thursday.
Mike mock draft.
Read it right through.
Where's Zion going?
For the second time.
Cade Cunningham.
Third time.
The Pistons won the lottery, so they have the first pick.
And they're taking
the best player in the draft, Cade Cunningham.
I thought it was James Weissman.
Shut up. Jalen Green has been linked to the Rockets. He's pretty much going.
Can we just go in order?
No, the Cavaliers, they have a lot of centers. So I think they need wing help. So I'm going Scotty Barnes.
The Pistons are going to trade the first pick.
They're dumb.
They've already come out and said, everyone in the organization already come out and said that they're not sold on, what's his face there? The guy you just said.
Cade Cunningham?
Yeah. That they're not committed to him. And they can't, in today's NBA, where you only have the top 2 picks are pretty much guaranteed to be anything, and even then it's a crapshoot. You can't have the top pick and not take the top guy, so you trade it away and get a bunch of shit for it.
The Raptors need a center in the worst way, so they're going to take Evan Mobley.
Marc Gasol, don't they?
No, he's a Laker.
Oh, that's right.
The Magic.
They don't have anything in Toronto.
And Pascal Siakam and Van Fleet.
I know the Magic have a lot of guards, but they're also very bad.
They have Otto Porter Jr.
So they're going to take Jalen Suggs. I don't know why, but the Thunder are linked to James Bouknight a whole lot.
Bouknight.
Bouknight, whatever the fuck his name is.
Bouknight.
I got this one, Kyle.
All right.
So the Warriors, kind of going to scroll down. The Warriors are taking Josh Giddey.
Yeah?
I think so.
Franz Wagner. Is there related to Mo Wagner?
Magic.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
No.
So, the NFL has been known to make up names, and I think the NBA is getting in there with Davion Mitchell. It seems like a guy to try to be in the made-up person pool.
We'll just keep him there until the Jazz picks. We can send him there.
Yeah,
Donovan
exactly.
Mitchell.
Exactly.
Tom Crabtree of the NBA.
The Magic can afford to kind of take a project, so they're going to go Jonathan Kuminga. Top guy there, guy.
Whoop.
You guaranteeing that pick?
I thought it was kind of thin Jumiga.
The Kings are going to take Franz Wagner because they suck at drafting. Pelicans are going to take Davion Mitchell.
Pels.
Pels.
They need help. Who's the center on here?
Kristian Johnson.
Hornets.
They're gonna take that foreign guy.
Corey Kispert.
Nope. The other guy.
Alperum Sengum.
Yep. The guy from Turkey.
At a Shake Shack near you.
The Spurs
Usman Garuba.
Spurs need shooting. They're gonna take Moses Moody. Pacers are gonna take the white guy, Corey Kispert.
Wow. Bold move.
Don't they already have Sabonis than another white guy?
They have many. Warriors, they're gonna take Jalen Johnson because they can.
What is Sabonis' first name?
The Wizards are gonna take Usman Gramba. Why not?
That's right.
That's Garuba.
The Thunder are gonna take Keon Johnson, best player available. Grizzlies, go down, Kendall, a little bit. They're gonna take Gerard Butler. I know they traded for Eric Bledsoe, but they're probably not gonna keep him.
Is that not Jared Butler?
Yeah.
Thunder back up? God damn.
They'll take Trey Man.
Yeah. I like that. Knicks are going to take Sharif Cooper. He's been
I like Sheriff Cooper.
Sheriff.
The Outlaw of New York.
The Hawks are going to take Trey Murphy. They've been drafting defense for a while now. The Knicks are going to take
Kai Jones.
Chris Duarte.
No, I'm not taking Kai Jones.
They're going to take Zaire Williams. Lakers.
The Lakers might take Kai Jones
They're going to take Kai Jones. Okay.
because they can play Davis at the 5.
Kai Jones?
Yeah.
Rockets.
Best available.
Isaiah Jackson.
The Rockets just need anything.
Rockets. Cameron Thomas. They need shooting. Clippers. Go down, Kevin.
JT Thor.
The Clippers need inside scoring.
Quentin
They're going to take
Grimes.
it's either JT. I think JT Thor's a good pick.
They do need
Or
a power
scroll down
forward.
one more.
They don't. The best players.
They could take Day'Ron Sharpe.
Who?
They need inside scoring.
Who?
Christian Wood.
Christian Wood's the Clippers' best player.
The Rockets, yeah.
No, I said the Clippers need a power forward.
are we
The
on
Clippers? Yeah, the Clippers need inside scoring. They're either going to they'll reach and take Day'Ron Sharpe, or go back up, Kendall, or they'll take
Kendall, go up.
or they'll take JT Thor.
All right, go
Let's go
JT
Thor. I like Thor. Use the hammer.
Title or
Nuggets. They're going to take Jaden Springer. They need defense. The Nets. Quentin Grimes. He fits well there.
Christian's like, might need it anymore.
Sixers. Go down, Kendall. You know what? Miles McBride likes to shoot.
Take Ayo Dosunmu.
Suns.
Charles
Go up, Kendall. They're going to take the white guy. He's not white.
What's his name, Kyle? Come on.
Chris Duarte.
Yeah, I mean, God, he's really he's gonna Chex Mix this guy. Come on.
Jazz need everything.
Nishan Highland.
They don't need everything.
They need to bench everything.
Yeah, but the Jazz will probably take Josh Christopher.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Kendall, not all the way down, bro.
I'm just being an asshole. Come on, what do you want?
To not be an asshole.
To not be on the 31st prospect.
All right, Josh Christopher.
Listen, we're at this.
Josh Christopher.
You just picking names at this point.
No.
Yeah, it's all done.
No,
After the first pick, it is just picking names for the NBA.
With the first pick.
So this is Kyle's mock
I
draft.
picked a couple.
Oh no, listen, I apologize. I spoke
picked
too
JT
soon.
Thor.
I spoke too soon.
Rapid fire mock draft. So I might have my best one yet on this one.
I'll tell you what. Listen, I gotta find a. I'm gonna copy this. It's not gonna help us. I'm gonna figure out a way to do better than that.
Let's take a picture.
Oh, okay. I'll see a picture of it.
Hit Control minus.
That's not gonna help me.
It's going to make it smaller so you can take a picture of the whole thing.
I can do that.
And delete.
Oh my god, it's fucking gone.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my god, too much.
There you go. Now take a picture of that.
I gotta get a PowerPoint going. That's what I want.
PowerPoint.
Mark, let's do the draft you picked.
I don't have one. We gotta go.
No, we don't.
No, I have to go.
Why?
Because I
You'll be home by 11:30.
No.
Why?
It's 11 now.
I'll bring Kyle home so you can go to bed.
It's 11:03 actually.
I'll figure it out after that.
All right, Kendall. Great job.
Hey,
Christian, thank you for coming on.
We
All
appreciate
right,
it.
no problem. I appreciate it.
How was your
It
Michelob?
was a fun time.
We gotta do-
Hopefully we could do it again.
We got to do a beer review. So, how was your Michelob Ultra?
Amazing.
How many stars out of 5?
4.5.
You don't mean that. Get out of here. You don't mean that.
All
Kendall?
right, man. It's
Take it
been
easy,
nice.
Christian.
I'll
Thank
talk
you,
to
Christian.
guys.
We'll
Hey,
see.
hey, take care.
All right.
Hey,
Bye.
Kendall, hang up.
I mean, yes, what an asshole. I mean, I did.
Little Juicy wasn't that good tonight.
Why?
It got real warm.
It was
Well, but
no
you-
juicy.
But you took forever to drink it.
I was full.
So you want to know what happened to me over here?
What happened to you over there?
I forgot about the other beer I opened. Completely forgot about it till right now.
It's Benson there.
Completely forgot about
You
it.
got to drink that.
Well, we'll see.
No, you got to.
No, he has to
Listen,
leave. Kendall, he has to leave.
There's open beers. You got to drink it.
I tried to help.
Paul, you did an excellent job.
Rebecca,
I
did you
appreciate
finish that other book? Did you wink?
So, Mock, how was the beer you didn't drink?
Listen, the Too Juicy is always great. I mean, it's been featured
Even
on
when
the
you don't
show-
drink it?
It's V Juicy.
It's been featured on the show more times than probably almost any other beer. But the Yingling was good.
Nice,
It's always
man.
a fan favorite.
Sounds like a great night.
I'm not a fan.
The other 6 beers, well, whatever.
Yeah.
They weren't
Don't drop the
supposed to
mic.
be in it.
How's your Scrag Mountain?
Very good. It's one of my favorite Pilsners. Definitely a solid 4.3. But yeah, it's a lot better when you did it at the brewery, but for Connecticut and a can, it's not bad. So definitely would get it
Can
done.
in Connecticut.
No, I'm saying it when I went up to the actual
I'm
brewery. It
just
was a
saying you're a can in Connecticut.
lot fresher.
I started off with a little sip from Lawson's. I did not like it at all. Can I don't know? You can give it a review. You tried it. I would give it. I don't know, I thought it was kind of like flat, overly piney. I didn't really find too much complexity on the body at all. I give it 1.5 out of 5.
What other IPA would you compare it to that you don't like?
Anything from back east
That's fair.
or Shabin.
You don't like Shabin?
No.
I like their s'mores beer. It's not terrible.
Wow,
What?
I'm surprised by
Yeah.
that.
And they have a pumpkin peanut butter one or
Gimmick in
something.
a can.
Double surprise.
And then I had 2 12-ounce Bush, the remnants of a Bud 25, and the remnants of a Bud Light 25. They're all shit beers,
Kendall-
but
Hey,
So
from
was
earlier in the evening.
from earlier in the evening, correct.
My favorite were Kendall's that I got a 25 of the Bush, so with a 12-ounce.
Well, I know what he meant.
Yeah, playing the
There we
game,
go.
you know? Playing the game.
You know what's weird? I mean, I get why, because of the whole lip thing, but look how much taller
Yeah.
24 ounces is than 25.
It's crazy.
It's made up numbers.
Kendall, did you drink 3 ice cream men?
Yes, I did.
Holy shit.
Yes, I did.
Run
Did you
back and
sweat
forth.
all of them out?
What?
Did you sweat all of them out?
Yeah, run back
Well,
and forth
The
again.
first one definitely got sweat out, but I had my first double scoop ice cream man from back east. I was super excited about this, and it lived up to it. The problem is it was a long time since I had the original ice cream man.
So it's hard to compare.
That's the thing. So, and I enjoyed that very much, and I did enjoy this 8.4% double IPA. You know, it's one of those things. Unfortunately, I have to be biased. You build something up, and like, you know, hey, I'm gonna like this, and you end up, you know, no matter what, you end up liking it, and this turned out to be that.
So it wasn't good.
It was excellent.
Yeah, I'm hard to,
Excellent.
I'm hard
It
to
was
tell what he's
excellent.
getting at.
Citra hops. It was citrusy.
Just reading the can.
Well, I am because I'm not articulate, and thank you for really, you know,
Or sober.
or spreading. Oh, I'm definitely not that, but thank you for spreading the light on that. Whatever your name
Gap
is.
in your
What's
conversation.
your name? Is your name Fred?
Gavin.
I think it was- oh, Gavin. My mistake.
Just
Gavin.
finish what you're fucking saying. Please.
Listen.
We are. That's our problem.
If Back East has only 2 good beers, Ice Cream Man and Double Scoop, let it be. Excellent.
Let it
excellent.
be.
What did you think of the little sip?
Little sip. So I had it hot, very hot, very
Coming in hot.
very,
There
very
are
hot.
3 more that you can take home.
Coming in
Give-
hot.
I
Take home
appreciate
the other 3, give them home, give a review, or leave them in the fridge, give them a
Okay.
review next week.
Do a bonus episode.
How was the Natty Daddy?
I'll tell you what.
That's
Actually,
Natty Daddy? You told us Natty Light.
Is it not the same?
No.
No, Natty Light is
boo,
3%. That's
tainted.
8%.
Everybody listening, this has been tainted.
That's a totally different beer.
Bullshit.
Is Bud Platinum the same as Bud Light?
No. but
Kendall,
I-
don't look for anybody
you
for
know,
help.
can-
You're on
can-
your
Can I
own.
be honest? Can I be honest?
Nope.
I did not see the percentage until just now.
What about the big words, Daddy?
Baby.
So I grabbed
The
it,
big
I
one.
grabbed it sort of on the fly. And,
Clearly.
and ran with it.
I'm not saying I would have got more than 2 points, but there would have been a chance.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, this has been tainted.
It's 8%.
I do think that's why I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was heavier. That's why I thought
So
it was
this
the
whole
Bud
thing
Heavy.
that doesn't count. This
That's
whole
why I
thing
put it
doesn't
as
count.
Bush.
Kendall.
I think
cock.
I think the numbers would be very similar.
No.
No,
No,
they wouldn't.
all tainted.
You're wrong.
Can I tell you something?
No,
You can't assume.
Mark,
Black
where
and
can they
white.
find us?
Can I tell you something? Wait.
Nope.
Black
You
and white,
Mark,
Kendall.
where can they find us?
Wait.
Uptown girl. She's been living in her uptown world. Mark, where can they find us?
Listen, find us on Facebook at Getting Sports with Drunk, Twitter and Instagram at GSWD_4.
Make sure you use hashtag GSWD for all your daily uses, whether it's having two very great conversationalist guests on and Kristian and Don't Drop the Mic, or, doing a mock draft in 2.3 seconds, Solzy.
Like, review, subscribe on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify.
Nice.
PPRN Radio Network has plenty of great shows, not just Getting Sports with Drunk on Mondays from 8-ish to 11-ish, but we're the best show.
Heavy on the ish.
Kendall, what else can you find there?
Hey, you can hear the show that... Whoa, man.
You can have...
I wanted to build up. All right, so
That's like your opinion, man.
Well, the flagship show, the Peter Pino Show, those are Wednesday night, 7:30 to 10:30. Obviously, our show, as aforementioned. Big shout out to Mike Rotola. He's the Iron Man. He does a lot of the work for the show here. He's got 3 shows on the network. He has the Hell Effing Yeah podcast. Those are weekdays, 3 p.m. He's got a show with his wife, Friday Night Delight. Those take place on 5 p.m. on Friday nights. The best-ish you've never heard. Those take place Thursday at 10 a.m. It's the Boo Show. We may mention this throughout the show. 8 p.m.s. Please
send
tune
your
in.
pics.
Yes, thank you.
Your phallic photos.
Yes, please do that.
Mock.
Corey's got 2 shows on the network. Corey Rama. Those are Sundays at 2. And Dilemma Monday Delay. Those take place Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Be sure to tune in to that. Obviously, our show every Saturday is a live concert, so be sure to find out what the concert's going to be on. And every other Saturday, coming up, this Saturday is Mixtape Saturday at PPRN. Tune in. The entire evening is a mixtape, whatever it is, hip-hop, freestyle, whatever it is, disco, the PPRN mixing team, they got it down for you, so please tune in. The lineup to be announced. I'll give you a shout out to the DJs, DJ Manny Fresh, DJ Pete Pino, RJ Van Exton, Control Delete, DJ Willie Wildstyle, and DJ Dwayne Taylor are all people on the lineup. Not sure who it's going to be, but hey, listen, tune in. They got great music.
Thanks, General.
Next week we'll be doing just some game type stuff, so it'll be nice and laid back. But until then, I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Mark.
Sheen Washable Maytag.
Nope.
Mike.
Don't drop the mic.
And I'm the Rat of Red Baron.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.